takes around third, decides to chop up short there, and a runner 90 feet from scoring. And there's no outs in this. This is only the second at-bat of the first.
And that's going to have Moss go out to talk with Kasanagatu on the mound because, I mean, this is just the least ideal start to a ball game you could possibly ask for if you're the Bellingham Bells. A hit by pitch on the leadoff batter, stolen base, and then a pass ball on the next offering to move him into third. So now the first run of the ball game 90 feet away and done. And like you said, he came around third hard. He was just probably looking to score if they didn't find that ball. He's trying to get as aggressive as he can. At least that's what we've seen from Dunn. He is aggressive on the base paths, and sometimes it pays off, other times it doesn't.
And there was 2 times yesterday the AppleSox were caught stealing. Of course, thankfully, have not seen any of that today, and hope we don't on top of that, as there's a 2-0 count here on Aiden Lopez. The hero of yesterday's ball game, Kasanagatu winds and deals fastballs off the plate, ball 3. 3 balls, no strikes. Kasanagatu looking to limit some damage as he's already in some trouble with Rafael Dunn over at third. 3-0 pitch, clips the outer half for a strike.
And Lopez got his first home run of the summer last night. 3-run home run, 413 feet to right field. And, I mean, the wind, not the sole reason for that home run going that far.
Next offering, winds up inside, spins him away for ball 4, and runners are at the corners, bringing up Landon White.
Number 22.
Back-to-back free passes, but by Kasanagatu today, brings another all-star to the plate. Moss giving the first and third signs. You don't see that too much here in the WCL. Usually it's just a preset one they know they're going to do, but this one, Moss able to give his own call. White's first offering flared off the hands and drops in front of Arturi. The run's going to score, and Lopez caught as he was trying to advance to second. An RBI for Landon White opens up this ball game. Sox lead 1-0.
And it's not the prettiest, not the coolest, but it's an RBI in the books for Landon White. That's his 25th of the summer.
And not much Lopez can do there, as it was a jam shot that, just on a few skips went over to Hattori over at second base. An underhand toss was able to get Lopez. Kainoa Santiago. First pitch, a fastball in the outer half for strike 1.
I should mention, too, this stretch of the lineup, Landon White, who just appreciated the fielder's choice, Kainoa Santiago, and Ryder Young on deck is the kind of bulldog third of the lineup, all 3 from Gonzaga.
The 0-1. Doesn't even reach the plate and skips into the chest guard of Moss, and the count is now 1-1. And with that, we're going to say a balk. And Landon White will be awarded second base. And once again, the Sox have a runner in scoring position.
That doesn't sum it up. I don't know what else does. It has been blunders for the Bellingham Bells here in this first inning to allow that first run to score.
Santiago waggles a bat, awaits the offering. Kasanagatu is 1-1. Check swing does not go. It's below the knees, ball 2.
Yeah, it was a leadoff hit by pitch to Dunn. He stole base, and the pass ball put him on third. Walk to Lopez, and an RBI fielder's choice from Landon White on a little blooped infield pop-up off the hands.
2 balls, 1 strike. The pitch to Kainoa Santiago. The lefty fouls it into his own left foot, and the count moves to even at 2s.
And then that block there to move White into second. So it's just been mistake after mistake after mistake for the Bells, and we're only in the first inning.
Kasanagatu looking for his first strikeout and the second out of this first as the Sox lead 1-0 and a runner in scoring position as they look to add on to that. 2-2 pitch, just inside, ball 3, counts full.
And good take by Santiago. Close pitch, and that's why he leads the team for walks. An insane approach at the plate.
He's 11 away from the record at 42. He's at 31 right now, looking to make that 32. Kasanagatu set at the belt, reaches back and deals. Santiago skips it into the no-no square of Moss, and he's going to have to trot around and take a second.
And that always is brutal for a catcher. It's why catching is the hardest job in baseball, when you think about it, right? Here, the pitchers are averaging upper 80s on most of their fastballs. Sometimes you get guys like Mitch Haythorne or Easton Brooks, for example, who will run it up to the mid-90s, right? And then when you hit a ball that's fouled off, it accelerates off the bats, so it'll get even quicker. And then it clips the part of you that's not covered, and man, it's the hardest job in baseball. The most taxing, the most physically demanding, and just the most painful.
It's a beauty how the AppleSox pretty much have their own catching rotation. So each of their guys gets an equal amount of rest and doesn't have too much wear and tear on their body.
Sanagatu set. And the payoff pitch to Kainoa Santiago. He rips it towards second base. Hattori underhand toss to first is in time. But Santiago gets the job done and advances right over to third.
That's not a walk, so does not inch closer to the walk record, but still does a job. I mean, moving Landon White into third base, 90 feet away. You know, Sox leading 1-0, and now the second run of the ball game, second run of the inning, just 90 feet away.
That was a fastball center cut, just a hair early on it, and on top of the ball as well. Ryder Young, Bulldog, sliders inside, ball one.
And the fastball for Kasanagatu is on the low 90s, and he's showing why as a young guy, freshman, he was the number 24th ranked right-hander in the state of California.
1-0. Curveball drops in there for strike one. Beautiful breaking ball.
And then the breaking pitch to go along with the fastball, too. I mean, this is why he's at USC. He did not start at JUCO. He went straight to the Division I level.
Set kicks in, deals. Young slaps it foul towards the netting, and the count is 1-2.
And he wasn't riding the pine with USC. He was getting smashed in 7 appearances last year. I mean, all in relief. This is one of his first starts of his college career, but definitely some usage.
USC, a top program and a top school in the nation. 1-2 pitch to Ryder Young. He slaps it foul into the netting. And, you know, just want to remind the fans at home that there is still a foul ball from last night's foul ball from Rafael Dunn that got stuck in the top of the netting. Has not fallen at all today, as there's been a bit of a breeze. You would hope it would do that. But it's just sitting there reminiscing of the Port Angeles series.
Eventually the levee's going to break, and that ball's going to fall. I'm guessing the 4th inning.
Okay, I'll write that down.
4th inning.
The pitch. Ryder Young on a one-hop over to Pesh to second base. He fires to first in time, and that's the final out of the first. The Sox do pick up 1 run after a fielder choice RBI by Landon White, but he's left stranded over at third. The Sox, no hits and no errors in this inning. They lead 1-0 as we head to the second here on the AppleSox Radio Network.
AppleSox fans, summers are hot, and the last thing you want is to turn on your car's AC and out blows hot air. Get your air conditioner recharged at Mid-Valley Automotive for just $287.74. And keep cool. This includes 2 pounds of 134A Freon. Mid-Valley Automotive works on all foreign and domestic models. Mid-Valley Automotive, 270 East Penny Road in Wenatchee.
This summer, splash your cares away and create unforgettable memories. Treat your family and friends to Slidewaters Lake Chelan. Overlooking the majestic Lake Chelan Valley, Slidewaters is your one-stop vacation paradise with 11 fun-filled water slides. Cruise down the downhill racers, slide down the completely enclosed Purple Haze, walk down the Lazy River, and the kids will love the Aqua Zoo. Their well-trained, friendly staff will ensure your stay is safe and lots of fun. Slidewaters Lake Chelan, now open through Labor Day. Visit slidewaters.com for more information.
Hear that? That's the plumpest, juiciest hot dogs you've ever seen getting their grill on. But we both know what'll make it sound even better. Oh yeah, it's a Pepsi to go with your hot dog. Because when you're chomping on America's favorite meal, relish, mustard, and onions perfectly blending into a crescendo of flavor, there's only one thing that makes everything about that moment better. A cold, refreshing Pepsi. See what I mean? It's like music to my ears. Hot dogs. Better with Pepsi. That's what I like.
Nate Johnson leads off the top of the second for the Bellingham Bells. Mitch Haythorne kicks and deals the first offering. Flared out of play for strike one. And what a first inning by Mitch Haythorne. A 1-2-3 side with 2 strikeouts to cap it all off. The righty's 0-1. Johnson swings through the slider for strike 2.
And Johnson is a switch hitter. So he's batting from the left side here against Haythorne, the righty on the mound. And Johnson, man, he is just a slenderman from the right side. Left side, pardon me, 6'5".
0-2 pitch. Fastball high, ball 1.
And when you're 6'5", the zone obviously a little bit bigger on you. You know, your shoulders down to your knees. It's just more space to fill up the strike zone.
Haythorne winds and deals. Slider below the knees, ball 2. The slider looking really good today, as it always does, especially here at Paul Thomas. Haythorne kicks and deals. The 2-2 pitch rips down the first base line. White smothers it, takes it himself for out number 1. It's Bo Schinkel now. Schinkel batting just a hair above 300, the 304 average. He's got one out, looking to deliver with the first hit for the Bells today. Haythorne reaches back and fires. Fastball clipped on the outer black for a strike 1 at 93 miles an hour. I wish I could whistle like that. Haythorne glove at the face. Now over his head. Deals. Line drive the other way into the diving glove of Hampton for out number 2.
Yeah, he's out before I could even say it, but Schinkel run into a few teammates here in Wenatchee. Landon White, Kainoa Santiago, Ryder Young, Joe Thornton as well. He's not here with the team, but all Gonzaga Bulldogs, right?
Tyler Peschke. Slider called strike. Of course, you have Clint Beck, too, who is not here anymore, left on Thursday, but just committed to Gonzaga, heading up there for the fall. Haythorne fires the slider. Called a strike again.
You want to talk about commitments? Peschke committed to UCLA next year after 1 year at JUCO Cerritos College.
It's a top-level program right there. Haythorne's 0-2. Swing and a miss, kicked away from Owoduni. He fires over to first in time to deliver the 3rd strikeout for Mitch Haythorne today, and another 1-2-3 inning for the Bells. Sox lead 1-0. It's time for their bats on the AppleSox Radio Network.
Link Transit is your free, clean, and safe ride to...
Tee it up at the Three Lakes Golf Club in Malaga. Give us a call for your next tee time. Visit threelakesgolf.com.
Summer starts with membership at the Rack. Pack your calendar with Camp Rack, swim and tennis lessons, summer swim team, indoor and outdoor pickleball, tennis tournaments, play programs, and so much more. It is so easy and fun for the whole family to stay active and fit all summer long when you join the Rack.
So here's what we won't do. We won't let self-doubt win again. Because we're working on something more real. With a coach who doesn't just spot you, but sees the real you. And a personal plan
second. Doyle gets it in as quickly as he can. That's a one-out double for the Bells.
First set of the ball game for them as well, and Doyle had two different routes to kick on that ball. He could try and cut it off or, kind of go with the ball and range back a bit farther, and it would get the ball deeper in the outfield, but it would be a better throw. And right there, he tried to cut it off, and the ball ended up skipping past him, and you kind of hold your breath there as you hope that it doesn't settle into a corner, and Moss hopefully does not take third.
That's the very bottom of the order now, the 9-hole hitter, K.G. Hattori, with runner in second and only one out. And the pitch to him, he cuts and misses on the changeup that dropped off the face of the earth for strike one.
Beautiful first pitch there. He was expecting a fastball, and Haythorne doing a great job of mixing up his sequences today.
Haythorne gets his signs, comes set, checks on Moss at second, and from the stretch, here's the pitch to Hattori. Fastball ran outside for a ball. Yeah, Hattori, he's going to be a Mustang next spring, committed to Cal Poly, another great baseball school who really performed well in the College World Series. And Hattori with a 1-1 count on him, the offering from Haythorne. Off the end of the bat, a squibber to the left side. Castanolo cuts it off. It hits off the heel of his glove. He can't make the play. An error on Castanola, and the Bells have him on the corners.
A tough play there. He's working and has to avoid Moss, who's advancing over to third. And he goes in a funky hop, just eats him up, hits off the heel of his glove, and not much he can do.
And for the first time tonight, the lineup card flips over for Rashad Hayes, the freshman from Oakland, California. Grounded out his last time up, but now a very good spot for him with runners on the corners and only one out here in the top of the third inning. The Sox lead 1-0 as Haythorne peers in to get his signs. Glances over at first, comes set from the belly button. His pitch to Hayes. Center cut, strike one.
Haythorne just going after these batters today, whether it's his fastball, slider, or changeup. It's really all working today.
Hayes currently at Stanford. He'll be joining Moss there next season. As the next pitch, a check swing on Hayes. He goes around. The ball gets past Owoduni, but he gets to it quickly, and Moss has no choice but to retreat to third. But Hattori able to swipe second.
And now Haythorne need to get this strikeout here against Hayes, as of course a hit to the outfield is at least a sacrifice fly. If it gets down and touches some grass, it scores both.
An 0-2 count on Hayes. Haythorne for his fifth strikeout tonight, and to win free socks at the ballpark. There it is! Caught Hayes window shopping on a breaking ball inside, and that's 5 strikeouts tonight.
Beautiful off-speed pitch there, just on the inner half, and that's a perfect definition of a pitcher's pitch. Hayes, not much he can do there.
Now with 2 away, it's Jaden Jackson. Batting in the 2-hole today. Was one of the 5 victims of Haythorne back in the first. As Haythorne kicks and deals. And the curve just misses a hair high for a ball. Jackson, like we said, heading to UCLA next spring. Incoming freshman, fresh out of high school. And his 1-0 count. Fastball upstairs, ball 2.
Haythorne's velocity today, a bit inconsistent. He doesn't drop below 90, but he's not averaging 93, 94 like his past outing here at Paul Thomas.
2-0 count on Jackson, the pitch to him. The breaking ball, he fends off to left field, and that plops in for a base hit, and that is going to score a pair of runs. The Bells take the lead as Jackson tried to get greedy, tries to get second base. The throw from Owoduni right on the money. They cut him down to end the inning, but both runs do score. Moss scores and Hattori scores, and with one swing of the bat, in the blink of an eye, the Bells take the lead 2-1. Now we're into the bottom of the third. Don't go anywhere. It's AppleSox Baseball on the AppleSox Radio Network.
NCW.News is your source for accurate and intensely local news across North Central Washington. Part of Ward Media, an independent company committed to local journalism, NCW.News provides stories from our network-respected community newspapers. Stay informed with news from the Lake Chelan Mirror, Leavenworth Echo, Cashmere Valley Record, Quad City Herald, and Wenatchee Business Journal. With over 100 years recording the region's history, NCW.News and Ward Media keep communities engaged on the issues that matter most. Visit Visit ncw.news for local news you can trust.
Your teenage years are full of unknowns. Your bank shouldn't be one of them. With People's Bank Teen Access Checking, account holders can build healthy money habits while learning to manage their spending. There are no monthly service charges, no balance requirements, and if the parent or guardian has an existing People's Bank account, adding Teen Access takes less than 10 minutes. You know your teen, we know banking. Teen Access Checking from People's Bank. Easy for them, easier for you. Member FDIC.
Hi folks, Kelly Herschel from Valley Tractor and Rentals, your one-stop Kubota shop. Kubota and Valley Tractor is keeping it simple. You want the best-selling compact tractor? Buy a Kubota. You want the best-selling compact excavator? Buy a Kubota. You want the best-selling compact skid steer? Buy a Kubota. You want the best-selling diesel zero-turn mower? Buy a Kubota. You want the best? Buy a Kubota. Kubota and Valley Tractor since 1948, Baker Flats, East Wenatchee.
People's Bank wants to help you buy your dream home. From buying the land to building the house, local lenders and local decisions. Welcome home. Welcome to People's Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC. Bells take the lead 2-1 as we head to the bottom of the third inning. And one swing from the two-hole hitter for the Bells. Jackson able to shoot a ball to left field to score a pair of runs. Now it's Bryce Hampton leading off for the Sox here in the third frame. Casanagatu still on the mound. The right-hander gets his signs and comes sets from the belts. Here's the pitch. And breaking ball dances into the inside corner for a strike.
Yeah, Hampton at the plate. That really hasn't found the hits yet. Only 5 hits so far this season, batting 128 with the glove is for sure there.
His 0-1 pitch. He lines this sharply up the middle. It drops into center, and right on cue, he proves us wrong and gets his 6th hit of the season.
Absolutely tattooed that ball towards center field on a skip to Schinkel. He got all of it.
And 93 off the bats as it drags up Raphael Dunn, the top of the order for the Sox, who, with his leadoff hit by pitch in the first, extended his on-base streak to 24 games. And if that number sounds familiar, it's because that's how many games Dunn has played as a Sox. And he's got a runner on, Hampton at first. Leadoff single to start things here in the third inning. And the pitch to Raphael Dunn misses well low and well outside for ball one.
And he's just been so consistent for the Sox this summer. Only downside, you wish you had him sooner.
1-0 count on him with no outs, and Hampton at first. Casanagatu will pick off to first. Hampton in safely. Ironically, that leadoff single there for Hampton was the first quality at-bat of the day for the Sox. Able to score a run in the first with no quality at-bats. And the 1-0 to Dunn is low, and that's ball two. And Casanagatu on the mound for the Bells. Just finished up his first year at USC. Now with Bellingham for the summer to eat up some innings. 2-0 count on Dunn. The pitch. And he hits this high to the left side, drifting into the shallow part of left field as Peschke, the shortstop, settles underneath it, calls off Johnson for the catch and the outs.
Off the end of the bat and dropped his shoulder as well. Not much Dunn can do there to deliver for the Sox. That's just an easy pop out and an easy out for the lefties. Excuse me, the Bells.
Now it's the beer batter, Aiden Lopez, getting the start today in right field. And last night he crushed a ball to right field. 3-run shot, 413 feet off the bat. One away, one runner on for him. And his pitch, a check swing. He does not go on the pitch in the dirt. That's a ball. And Casanagatu, his favorite movie is apparently Moneyball. Good pick.
Great movie.
The movie, a bit misleading of the actual facts of that season for the Oakland Athletics. They were a much better team than the movie lets on. 1-0 count on Lopez, and he takes a curveball that drops in for strike one.
You know, a baseball movie I just finished watching yesterday, A League of Their Own. Great movie. Just hadn't gotten to watch it yet, but, you know, I thoroughly enjoyed it.
With Tom Hanks. Great film. 1-1 count on Lopez. Casanagatu, the pitch. Lopez waves and misses on the breaking ball. He got fooled pretty badly by it. That's strike two.
A nice breaking ball there by Casanagatu. Starting to find his rhythm here in the third.
And there's one away here, bottom of the third inning. Sox have a runner on. That's Hampton at first. No stolen bases this year. Don't think that's going to change anytime soon. Lopez goes after the 1-2, flares it to left field, coming in. Jackson on the run, and he can't make the catch. It spits out of his glove. Hampton was halfway to second. He's able to get in there, and the Sox will put 2 runners on now with 1 out in the third.
That just popped out of his glove. I'm not sure if, how it landed awkwardly or if he squeezed too hard on it. It just popped out. But, hey, the Sox will take it. And there's the first error for the Bells as the Sox already have one of their own.
That's a rare outfield error. You don't see those a whole lot.
No.
It's usually the infield. But Sox will take it. 2 runners on now. Hampton at second and Lopez at first now for Landon Whites. As Kasanagatu will step off and run through the signs once more. White batting from the right side, going up against the right-hander, Kasanagatu. Sox down by a run. Bellingham able to take the lead there in the top of the third inning. And pitch to White inside for a ball.
White, a great eye on him. 19 walks so far this season, but does not compare to the 31 that kind of was Santiago, his Gonzaga teammate, has.
Now White batting .210 in his last 5 games. 3-game on base streak for him as well. And the 1-0 pitch, he grounds his hard up the middle. Pesky dives and can't make the play. They're waving Hampton around third. He's going to score, and Landon White ties up this game.
Give Landon White another RBI. Today he brought home the first run of the ball game, and of course now bringing home Bryce Hampton. He just tattooed the ball 101 off the bat. You could tell from the sound of it that it was gonna be good.
And a similar situation now. Runners on first and second, and only 1 away here in the third. Kainoa Santiago now up to bat for the Sox, the home run leader at the moment. The pitching mound visit here, Moss going out to talk to Kasanagatu. And this mound visit brought to you by the Tap Room by Hellbent. Are you ready to embark on a flavor-filled journey right in the heart of the Wenatchee Valley? Well, look no further than the Tap Room by Hellbent Brewing, where the vibrant energy of Pie Biz Market meets a delightful world of craft beer and gourmet cuisine. Well, the tete-a-tete is done. Moss settles back in behind the plates. Santiago getting settled in the left-hand batter's box against the right-hander, Kasanagatu. As Kasanagatu gets his signs, comes set from the belt, from the stretch, pitch to Santiago. And he misses with the breaking ball low. That's ball 1.
A great take by Santiago. He's been so successful so far this season in selecting his pitches, finding the right ones, and that's when he crushes over the right field wall.
And he's got a 9-game on base streak, looking to make that 10. Pitch is on the outside corner, taken for a strike. And Santiago's been great so far this year, but has hit a snag as of late, batting $133 this past 5 games. He wants to turn around right here with one swing of the bat. Pitch to him. High and outside by a mile. Easy take. Ball 2.
Kasanagatu will dial it in for a couple pitches, and then the next ones, he'll just lose control. He needs to find a consistency and a rhythm.
2-1 count on Santiago. Kasanagatu agrees on a sign, comes sets with 2 runners on and 1 away. The pitch. Skipped in the dirt right off the chest protector of Moss. Lopez sees the dirt ball, swipes third. Landon White gets on his horse and takes seconds.
And another pass ball by Kasanagatu today puts the Sox in the driver's seat as they look to extend their lead so far.
Now 2 runners in scoring position. White's at second, Lopez at third. Tie ball game here, 2-2. Sox have already struck for 1. Looking to take the lead with 1 swing of the bats. Can Santiago get it done? 3-1 pitch, outside ball 4, and that is walk number 32 this year. He is 10 away from history.
He's chipping away at it, and the Sox have a couple more games after this. I believe the total is 12, if my mental math is right.
Brings up the low rider, Ryder Young. 0 for 1 today, grounded out to short to end the first inning. Now with 1 away, bases loaded. He could get the job done here. The pitch to him. And he takes inside for a ball.
And the Sox, 2 more games here against Bellingham, a 6-game road trip, Kelowna and Kamloops, and the Victoria for the final homestand of the summer.
Kasanagatu set from the belt, 4-0 to Ryder Young. Upstairs for a ball, they back pick to first. Santiago kicks up some dust as he dives back in.
Bases loaded, time to strike here for the Sox. It's tied 2-2, and you couldn't ask for a better situation.
Ryder Young, the third straight Bulldog that the Sox have sent to the plate. White, Santiago, and now Young. Kasanagatu's pitch to Young is low and away. That's ball 3.
And you love to see the Bulldogs doing a great job today as their assistant coach over in Spokane, Ed Nags, former AppleSox coach, is here watching the Sox.
3-0 count on Young. Kasanagatu, the offering. Center cut, strike 1.
Nags coached the Bells last year as they took the championship for the West Coast League. Of course, defeat the AppleSox in the playoffs there. Bittersweet moment.
And head coach for the Bells this year, Alan Reiger, taking over at the helm. And now the 3-1 pitch to Young. Ball 4 in the dirt, an RBI walk for Ryder Young. Not what you're expecting, but it does a job, and the Sox take the lead.
And Ed Nags with the Sox from 2001 to 2014. His career record, 493 to 273 losses. And, on top of that, he was the WCL Coach of the Year twice in his career in 2010 and 2012, as well as the Co-Coach of the Year in 2009.
And this elicits a mound visit from pitching coach Jim Clem for the Bellingham Bells to talk to Kasanagatu. And this mound visit brought to you by the New America Performing Arts Center. 250 years ago, the spark was lit and New America was forged in the flames. From the New America Performing Arts Center and Jamie Donegan Productions, Hot August Nights features Tony Award-winning Best Musical 1776. July 31st through August 15th at the New America PAC. Tickets for 1776 now on sale at newamericapac.org. So Jim Clem will wrap up the conversation and walk back to the dugouts. No one was moving around in the bullpen for the Bells, and now finally somebody getting loose. It's Caleb Sevick, right-hander from San Diego. So if Kasanagatu gets into any more trouble, they could always bring out Sevick. And Zach Doyle now batting from the left side. Base is still juiced and only 1 out here in the 3rd frame. The right-hander kicks and deals. Doyle takes this on the upper outside edge for strike 1.
And Doyle, uncharacteristic strikeout earlier, of course, wanting to make up for it here with bases loaded, and this is the perfect time for the AppleSox to strike.
Is 1-0, skipped in the dirt. It spits away from Moss, but he's able to get to it quickly, and Landon Whites has to retreat back to 3rd.
Kasanagatu got on his high horse there. You're running at full speed trying to recover that pitch and ensure that White does not come home.
And the Sox have already struck for 2 runs here in the 3rd. They lead it 3-2 in the 3rd frame. Only 1 away. Doyle at the plate.
Bases loaded. Pitch from Kasanagatu.
Ran it way outside. Obvious take. That's ball 2.
The hitters count here on Doyle. A lot he can do with this next pitch.
And Doyle, 1 swing could score 4 runs. Change for a nickel, you might say.
Kasanagatu, the pitch. And he slaps this high, slaps it foul to the left side, and it drops into the concourse right in front of the concession stands. And Doyle only 1 home run so far this year. He's 0 for 1 today. Strikeout swinging in the 2nd, just a frame ago. Now his 3-2 pitch. High and outside. That's ball 3, and it fills up the count. Scoreboard down at the moment, so the count sometimes eluding me.
Kasanagatu wants to avoid 3 straight walks.
Payoff pitch on the way to Doyle. He just gets a piece of this ball to foul it off and stay alive.
It's Santiago who walked, and another free pass to Young.
Doyle, the kid from UC Irvine, having a great start to his summer with the Sox. And he could keep the train rolling right here. Extend his on-base streak to 16 games with a clutch hit at the moment. Full count. Payoff pitch. Hits this high in the infield, popped up to the left side. Johnson and Peschke converge, and it's Johnson, the 3rd baseman, who calls everyone off for the catch and the outs.
That is one of the worst things you can do with bases loaded and 1 out is pop out to the infield. A weak fly out towards the outfield that might be able to bring a runner in if they have the right speed, but a pop out to the infield just kind of wasting your at-bat there.
An anti-quab, as we might say.
Yeah.
Sox have 4 quality at-bats today, all 4 of which coming in this frame. They lead 3-2. They've struck for 2 runs in this 3rd inning. James Castanola now batting. Pitch from Kasanagatu. And that's just inside. Easy take for a ball.
The next batter for the Sox is Akane Owoduni. If he comes to bat, the Sox will have batted their whole entire lineup.
1-0 count on Castanola. 0 for 1 today with a fly ball to deep center field his last time up. As next offering, he takes on the outside corner, painted by Kasanagatu, strike 1. One ball, 1 strike, 2 outs, bases still loaded. Kasanagatu wants to leave it that way. The 1-1 to Castanola. Outside, he spits on it for a ball.
Castanola, another guy who has a great eye, 21 walks this season, on top of 15 RBIs and a 304 average.
And he's got 2 ball, 1 strike count here. Something to the outfield grass extends the lead. The pitch. Painted on the outside edge at 90 miles an hour. Kasanagatu starting to get into a groove.
A great frame by Moss to really sell that pitch.
2-2 count on Castanola. Kasanagatu wants strikeout number 3 and wants to leave the bases loaded. Let's see if he does it. This is chops right off the front of the plate, but foul as it bounces to Akane Owoduni, who grabs it in the on-deck circle and tosses it to the dugout. Count stays put. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Castanola. He wants to get an RBI. Kasanagatu wants to end the inning. Who will come out on top? Line drive, left center field. That's going to do it. Landon White scores. They're waving Santiago around. He scores. Stop sign for Ryder Young. They hold him at 3rd. 2-run RBI single Castanola. How about that?
Man, got all of that. Ball found a perfect barrel and sent it into the left center gap. Not able to get extra bases, but hey, we'll take the 2 runs.
Sox lead 5-2 here in the 3rd, and they are just pummeling the Bells at the moment. They've struck for 4 runs already in this frame, and like you said, they've batted around. Akane Owoduni now up to bat from the right side. Of course, now someone moving around in the Bells bullpen as Moss calls the 1st and 3rd signs, and Kasanagatu really struggling here in his first start of the summer.
Yeah, I mean, just has not seen a situation like this against, of course, one of the best teams in the league in the Sox.
Kasanagatu is pitched to Owoduni inside, buzzed his tower for ball 1.
And something we talked about, Smith, in the pregame show was the Sox should not rely on the home runs like they were in Port Angeles, and today they've been very consistent and done great with runners in scoring position.
1-0 pitch to Owoduni, perfectly on the lower outside edge, clipped it for a strike. And the home crowd not content with that call. The unpaid officials. 1-1 pitch. Skipped in the dirt. It kicks away from Moss to the backstop. Head first slide for Ryder Young, and he is safe at the plate. Young steals a run for the Sox. It's 6-2.
A great job there of using a swim move. Sometimes the slide that the batter uses is what really will get the job done. Right there, a head-first slide, managed to slip around the tag and reach in and tag the bag with his right hand.
And that moves Castanola to second base, so still a runner in scoring position for the Sox. Owoduni wants to come up big here for him. Extend that lead to 7-2. Kasanagatu lifts and delivers. Crush to the left center field gap, and that will score Castanola. He's steaming around 3rd. He scores. Akane Owoduni keeps the hit train rolling, and the Sox lead 7-2.
101 miles an hour off the bat of Owoduni. He's been hot in that last series against Port Angeles and continues that hot streak today in Game 1.
Bottom of the order, Bryce Hampton, who led off this inning with a hit. There have been 4 hits for the AppleSox in this inning, 5 runs. As Kasanagatu, no signs of coming out of this game. Bells trying to ride him out as long as they can. And he comes set. The right-hander pitch to Hampton. In the dirt, right into the chest protector of Moss. He keeps it in front. And this inning really getting away from the Bells. They've given up 5 runs to the Sox. As they lead it, 6 runs to the Sox as they lead it 7-2. And the pitch to Hampton is in there for a strike.
And not a single extra base hit either for the Sox today. Like I said, they're just relying on their singles being consistent at the plate.
1-1 pitch. That's upstairs, ball 2.
And finding solid barrels to bring home their runners.
Bleeding them to death, basically. Death by 1,000 paper cuts. As Bryce Hampton 1 for 1 today with that single to start this inning, give them the spark. And his next pitch. And that somehow misses the bottom rung for ball 2, 2-1 the count. 3 balls, 1 strike on Hampton with runner on first base. That's Owaduni, who came up big with an RBI single just a few moments ago. 1 of the 4 hits for the Sox here in this frame. And Hampton's pitch, high and tight, ball 4, and the Sox just continue to put runners on base.
Just surprised that Kasanagatu has not been taken out yet. I think they threw out their bullpen arm a tad late, and now the situation is getting out of hand.
Like we said, Caleb Sevick warming up for the Bells down in the pen, but he got the call kind of late to go get loose. As the head coach, Alan Reiger, will make the long walk out, and finally, that is it for Kasanagatu. He has an abysmal outing here in his first starts with the Bells, giving up 7 runs, 6 of which coming here in the 3rd inning off of a plethora of hits. And Reiger will finally take the ball away from him. And he's taking a long time to do it. Having a chat with him. Possibly Kasanagatu pleading his case as to why he might stay in this game.
Yeah, I mean, the way he's pitched, of course he wants to stay out because it's his first start, but I just do not believe it is the right move. And Kyle Sisk going to signal, and there
is a new one for the Bells.
Yeah, after some hemming and hawing, Reiger wins the battle, and Kasanagatu will hand off the rock, and it will be Sevick coming in to pitch for the Bells. We'll talk all about him when we come back here on the AppleSox Radio Network.
Whitley Fuel Pacific Pride is proud to let you know they provide non-ethanol premium for the sensitive engine at these sites: Grand Coulee, Brewster, Okanagan, Omak, and now Twisp. Whitley Fuel also has top-tier Power Pro gasoline and premium diesel 24 hours a day, and bulk DEF at the pump at the Okanagan site. With thousands of Pacific Pride sites through the country, Whitley makes it easy and convenient whether you operate one car or a fleet. Call Whitley Fuel today for your Pacific Prided card. 1-800-955-3835.
AppleSox fans, if a foul ball leaves your car with a rock chip or broken windshield, take it to Discount Auto Glass. Locally owned, Discount Auto Glass specializes in rock chip repair, windshield replacement, mobile service, window tinting, and calibration service on all makes and models. Get your rock chip repaired at Discount Auto Glass, 888-0072, and at 901 Valley Mall Parkway in East Wenatchee, across from 7-Eleven.
Discover what Premier Senior Living is all about at Blossom Valley Assisted Living and Blossom Creek Memory Care in beautiful Wenatchee. Blossom Valley Assisted Living and Blossom Creek Memory Care communities provide seniors with a stress-free style of living that enhances the mind, body, and spirit. There's always so much going on, from shopping trips to gardening to fitness activities. Plus, you can enjoy peace of mind knowing that trained care staff are present 24/7. Schedule a private tour experience at Blossom Valley and Blossom Creek.
A disastrous day comes to a close for Rohan Kasanagatu. He goes just 2 2/3 innings pitch, giving up 4 hits, 2 walks, strikes out 2. But the story of the day, 7 runs given up here in those 2 2/3 innings pitch. 1 in the first and 6 here in the 3rd inning. The Sox batting around, and now it's Raphael Dunn, the top of the order, due up for Caleb Sevick, making his 3rd appearance of the season. His first outing in relief. He's got 4.5 ERA, 4 strikeouts, and only 2 walks. Like I said, drawing Raphael Dunn, the leadoff man for the Sox, who is over 0 today. He was hit by a pitch in the first and then popped out earlier in this inning. as Sevick, the right-hander, tall and lanky from the right side, working from the first base half of the rubber. His pitch to Dunn. He just misses low and away. That's ball 1.
Yeah, Dunn due for a hit here. Leads the team in doubles with 8, and of course, we'd love to have him on base as he leads the team with 16 stolen bases.
1-0 count on Dunn with 2 runners on. Pitch to him. Inside, right past his kneecaps. He's unflinching for ball 2.
Yeah, Seabeck bringing the heat, 92-mile-an-hour fastball there.
And the Sox have Owaduni at second base and Hampton at first. He drew a walk just a few moments ago. 2-0 count on Dunn. And this pitch, he chops through his legs back to the backstop for the first strike of the at-bats.
And you didn't think this game would start out this way. You thought Bellingham would put up more of a fight, but the Sox really just chipping away and doing a great job of putting runs across the board.
And can't get complacent, though. Got to keep your foot on the gas. That's a 2-1 pitch on the way to Dunn. Bender misses away. That's ball 3.
The one downside to a long inning like this is Mitch Haythorne has been sitting for a long time. He's got to get warm.
3-1 count on Dunn. Hitters count with a runner in scoring position. That's Owaduni at second. Sox lead 7-2. Sevick's pitch. Dunn hits this into shallow center field. Dropping, and it bounces to Schinkel's glove. Owaduni steaming around. He'll score. The throw to third, and they got Hampton by a mile. What a toss by Schinkel to know he had no play at the plate, but he did have a play at third, and that ends the inning. But the run does score. The Sox extend their lead to 8-2 with that RBI single from Raphael Dunn, the 5th hit of the inning. The Sox gets 7 runs off 5 hits, 1 error, and leave 1 man on the base pass. They lead 8-2 as we head to the top of the 5th on the AppleSox Radio Network.
The Taffy Shop in Leavenworth wished the AppleSox the best on the field this season. Locally owned since 1987, the Taffy Shop has more than 100 flavors of wonderful tasting taffy. Watch the unique taffy puller demonstration as you pick out that special flavor. The Taffy Shop has nostalgic metal signs and posters, candies from the 40s and 50s, and many collectible tins. Circle the bases with a trip to the Taffy Shop in the Mottler Building at 900 Front Street in Leavenworth.
Hey, it's Stacy with the Floor Factory, is Flooring America. Whether you're looking for a small project or a large one, from special order options to our large selection of in-stock, we can help you. From the latest color and style trends or to more of a classic style, we can help you. Carpet, hardwood, luxury vinyl, laminate, and even sheet vinyl. Come check out our newly updated showroom and our last chance bargain basement. They're great for do-it-yourself, or we have professional installation available too at 13 South Wenatchee Avenue. It's where friends send friends to the Floor Factory.
Need to rent a car? Remember Wenatchee Rental Cars. Locally owned and located near the airport, they offer after-hours pickup and returns are available. They rent European cars, SUVs, and 7-passenger vehicles, all equipped with all-wheel drive for safe driving. Book by calling 509-888-2397 or send a rental request at WenatcheeRentalCars.com. All vehicles are clean, dependable, and maintained by Eric's European and Asian Auto Repair.
Matt Churchill leads off for the Bells here in the top of the 4th inning. The first pitch to him is low and away. That's ball 1.
Man, what a last inning, Smith. 7 runs put up by the Sox. They lead right now 8-2.
They just exploded there in that 3rd frame as Haythorne winds and delivers. Swing and a cut back to Owaduni's glove. An 89 from Haythorne. That's strike 1.
Picked up their first hit of the ball game, 5 in total in that last frame of the 3rd.
1-1 count on Churchill. Haythorne, the windup and the pitch. Swing and a miss on a center cut fastball. And now Haythorne's got Churchill right where he wants him. 1-2 count. Haythorne for his 6th punch out tonight. Wave and a miss on the breaking ball. 6 for Haythorne tonight. He has been carving up the Bells.
His last outing, he had 9. He's 3 away from that here.
And we're only in the 4th inning. Churchill striking out swinging there. Churchill also struck out looking in the 1st. So now 2 times that he's been victim to the Haythorne punch-outs. Brings up Nate Johnson. Switch hitting corner infielder. As the first pitch, he goes after it, hits a dribbler to first, and Landon White charging it, picks it up, and steps on the base for out number 2.
Johnson grounded out to first as well in his his first AB in the second, so getting some deja vu there.
Brings up Bo Schinkel. Batting in the 5-hole today, getting the start in center field. The first pitch to him. And that just misses a bit downstairs for ball 1. And Schinkel, a heads-up play to end the bottom of the 3rd inning. The throw to third to catch Hampton. And his 1-0 pitch. Misses upstairs this time, ball 2.
Haythorne sat the side down in order in the first and second, looking to do that for the 3rd time here in the 4th.
2-0 count on Schinkel. And the pitch to Schinkel. High and tight, brushes him back for ball 3. Haythorne getting behind here on Schinkel with 2 outs and no one on. 3-0 delivery. And he gets back into the zone. That's strike 1.
Yeah, great way to battle back. Schinkel, good eye on for him. 12 walks so far this season.
3-1 pitch. Here it is from Haythorne. Way upstairs, ball 4. That's a 2-out base runner for the Bells.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 22, Tyler Peschke.
And brings up Tyler Peschke. Freshman who just played his first year at Cerritos College at the JUCO level, and after batting .400 there, is making the move to the Division I level, UCLA, next season. And the first pitch from Haythorne. Slider slides onto the outside corner, taken for strike 1.
The Bells love having their first base runner of the ball game. Of this inning, as
Haythorne's going to get banged for a balk there. That'll scoot Schinkel into second. And now, an inning that started out with 2 quick outs has a runner in scoring position for Bellingham.
Yeah, love to have the runner now in scoring position and just on base in general, trying to bounce back as the Sox, 7 runs in the 3rd.
Next offering to Peschke. Curve right in there for a strike, and now 2 strikes on Peschke. Haythorne, he's got 6 tonight, wants 7 to end the inning. Way inside, Peschke had to jackknife away from it. That's another ball.
Lost control of the slider there, didn't get enough spin on it, and it did not sweep the way he wanted it to.
Still 2 strikes on Peschke. Haythorne wants to end this inning with a flourish. Can he do it? And this pitch is hit straight up in an elevator shaft. Owaduni ditches the mask. He's underneath it, makes the catch, and that's the inning. The Bells, no runs off, no hits, no errors, and 1 man left stranded at second base. Sox still lead 8-2 into the bottom half of the 4th on the AppleSox Radio Network.
Get drawn for Raceway Riches at 12 Tribes Casinos, and your horse will be a guaranteed winner. One lucky guest will be drawn every hour from 5 to 10 p.m. to watch their horse barrel down our Clinco Hill to win up to $5,000 every Friday and Saturday in July and August. Then on August 29th, get drawn for the finale to share in a total of $55,000 at 12 Tribes Omac Casino Hotel, Lake Chelan Casino, and Cooley Dam Casino. 12 Tribes Casinos. Far from the ordinary. Close to the adventure. Gambling problem? Please play responsibly. Call 1-800-522-4700.
I have come to the conclusion that one useless man is called a disgrace, that 2 are called a law firm, and that 3 or more become a Congress. And by God, I have had this Congress.
250 years ago, the spark was lit, and a new America was forged in the flames. From the Numerica Performing Arts Center and Jamie Donegan Productions, Hot August Nights features Tony Award-winning musical 1776. July 31st through August 15th at the Numerica Pack. Tickets for 1776 now on sale at numericapack.org.
Mission Ridge, proud sponsor of AppleSox Baseball, says, let's go, Sox. Hope you're enjoying the game. Head up to the Chair 5 5 Pub at Mission Ridge. Open Fridays through Sundays all summer long. It's your spot for great food, local drinks, and unbeatable mountain views high above the valley. Whether you're wrapping up a day on the trails, looking to cool off from the summer heat, or just want a relaxed place to hang out with friends and family, the Chair 5 Pub delivers. Keep the good times rolling after the final inning. Visit missionridge.com to learn more.
Aiden Lopez, Landon Whites, and Kainoa Santiago are your 3 guaranteed Sox here. Bottom of the 4th inning, the Sox lead 8-2 over the Bellingham Bells in Game 1 of the series. As Sevick, the right-hander, winds and delivers to Lopez. He goes after the first pitch, a chopper to second. Torres got it, throws to first just in the nick of time for the first outs.
Now coming to the plate.
Yeah, they love that there. Quick, efficient out after the Sox really drew out that third.
And they bled the Bells to death there in the 3rd frame. 7 runs coming across to score. Lopez, Whites, Santiago, Young, Castanola, Owaduni, and Hampton all crossing. And the pitch to Landon White is bit high and tight, but cuts the corner for a strike. Oh, 1 pitch to Whites. Inside, hit him square on the back. And the Sox will take that to put a base runner on. And you got Landon White at first base with 1 away here in the 4th inning. And it's Kainoa Santiago due up for the AppleSox. First pitch to Santiago. And that's just high for ball 1. And 1-0 count on Santiago. With his teammate Landon White at first base. Was hit by a pitch just a second ago. Sevick, the offering. In the dirt. And Moss is able to keep it in front of him. And White stays put at first. And Santiago 3 home runs away from the record. 9 is the high water mark. And the 2-0 pitch to him. Center cut taken. Strike 1. And Santiago's walk back in the 3rd was his 32nd of the season. Puts him just 10 away from the record. There's now the 2-1 delivery to him. And he hits this, a high chopping ball to first. And it's grabbed by Churchill, who will option it over to first base. And it looks like there was runner's interference as Landon White's. I'm confused on what happened right there. They're calling Santiago out, is what it seems like.
I think for some reason you might have thought it hit off his leg or something like that, and then it went into play. Thinking it was a dead ball.
You see, I was looking down to confirm that first baseman's Churchill, and I look up, and there's pandemonium on the diamonds. What might have happened is that Santiago thought it was foul, and they'll call him out. Landon White does advance to second base. So 2 away, runner in scoring position for Ryder Young batting in the batting in the 5 hole.
So you got to always lug it out. Even if it's close, you got to take at least a break towards first.
So Ryder Young batting from the right side with 2 away, runner on second base. Sevick, pitch to him. And he shoots this up the middle. Skip into Peshke, who bobbles it, but picks it up, throws to first, and just gets the out to end the inning. Peshke doing his best Wander Franco impression there on that play. And the Sox end up scoreless here in the 4th. No runs off, no hits, no errors, and 1 man left out on the base pass. They still lead it. It's the AppleSox 8 and the Bells 2 here on the AppleSox Radio Network.
Foster parents provide the safety, love, and nurturing every child deserves. Many kids are just looking for someone to talk to have fun with, to share their life with. Interested in being a foster parent? Call K Connections at 888-2006. That's 888-2006. K Connections, enhancing the lives of those they serve at 2121 North Wenatchee Avenue.
Getting bored with the white walls in your house? Let Exterior Solutions and Alexandria Moldings brighten up your interior. Available in various sizes, Alexandria Moldings lends to great project ideas. Use them to build up beautiful moldings, design wall and ceiling panels, and practical shelves. They can also revive your staircases to their natural shine. Exterior Solutions can help you find just what you need. Alexandria Moldings at Exterior Solutions, 151st Street Southeast in East Wenatchee.
The Loop Trail Cafe wish the AppleSox the best of success this season. Locally owned, the Loop Trail Cafe has a great menu for breakfast and lunch. Start your morning off with the local famous zombie or breakfast burrito and a cup of coffee or tea. During the hot summer, you'll find ice cream cones. Get a scoop on the Loop. The Loop Trail Cafe, across from the splash pad in the Riverfront Center building at 1/5th Street, Suite 160 in Wenatchee.
Are you ready to
The Sox held scoreless there in the bottom of the fourth inning. They still lead 8-2 heading into the top of the fifth. Bryce Johnson leads off for the Bells. On the play-by-play, Jackson Dodd.
Thank you, Smith. Like you said, Bryce Johnson. Haythorne kicks and deals the first offering. A fastball off the plate, ball one there. Velocity's dropping a bit. Fastball came in there at 89 miles an hour. Haythorne kicks and deals. Another fastball skip towards third. Castanova underneath it, fires the first in time for out number one.
There's your first out.
Dylan Moss now, he steps in. The first run scored in the ball game for the Bells. A double with one out. Trying to get on the board for the Bells as, tough luck for them so far. Sox lead 8-2 in the top of the fifth. First offering, high, ball one.
Well, checking on the Mariners game, it's currently 5-3, Rangers leading in the top of the ninth inning.
Haythorne from the windup fires, checks swing. They say he does not go, and the count is 2-0.
And the Rangers and Mariners kind of duking it out for the top spot in the AL West at the moment.
2-0 pitch from Haythorne. Fastball yanked down the third base line and kicks towards the bullpen, and the count moves to 2-1.
And the AL West, one of the weaker divisions of all of Major League Baseball. The Rangers and the Mariners both struggling this year, and somehow both at the top of the division.
Surprising because, the Mariners were so successful last year.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy, I think they only sent one All-Star as well to the All-Star game. Moss with a 2-1 count. As Haythorne kicks and deals. Slider swinging and miss, fouled into the glove of O'Dooney. The count even to twos.
Haythorne's got 6 strikeouts tonight. Could make it 7.
A 2-2 pitch from the righty. In the dirt. Nice dig by O'Dooney to keep it in front of him. And the count moves to full. O'Dooney working well behind the plate today, putting his body on the line. And some great digs like that right there. Haythorne's payoff pitch. Fastball is just a hair off, and then a one-out walk for Dylan Moss. That'll bring up KJ Hattori. KJ Hattori, he reached an error in the third. That was off of Castanova, and the second run scored in that inning. Haythorne looks over at first, set at the belt. Fires towards the plate. This pitch yanked down the first base line, settles into right field. Lopez on a hop, fires it in towards Hampton. Runners move to first and second base here, one out. They'll bring up the top of the order, and Rashad Hayes.
And this is where we said before that the Bells will keep things interesting. They might be down 8-2 here in the fifth inning, but they will get a walk, get a hit right there, start stringing things together. Like we said, every game that the Sox have played against the Bells this year, the 3 that they've played, were all decided by a run. So would not be surprised if the Bells start to chip away, maybe come back.
Hayes today 0 for 2, ground out and a strikeout looking in the third inning. Runners at first and second with one out. Haythorne's first offering. Fastball high, ball one. And the Bells just a great ball club. 4.5 games back from the Sox at 26-16. Wenatchee leads the WCL and North Division at 31-11. Haythorne rears back and fires. Slider swing and a miss for strike one. Bellingham also, second best ERA, first in hits. So they're neck and neck with the Sox in stats in the WCL. Haythorn's 1-1. Check swing. He goes around for strike 2. Haythorn looking for his 7th strikeout. He's punched out 6 so far, had 9 in his last home outing at Paul Thomas. The 1-2 pitch. Buried in the dirt, ball 2.
That's a good take there by Hayes. Highly ranked out of high school. The number 10 ranked shortstop in California, fresh out of high school, and that's why he's at Stanford now.
Haythorn set. Looks over at second base where Dunn's dancing around. Look back and fires towards the plate. Slider in the dirt. Count moves to full.
I'm liking Hayes' bats. Light pink. It's kind of a wider end to it, but just a pretty piece of timber.
Full count, runners at first and second with 1 out. Haythorn's payoff pitch. Hayes swings and misses. An indecisive swing hands Haythorn his 7th strikeout of the ballgame.
He's just been carving him up left and right. Swinging, looking, doesn't matter. He finds ways to just get batters out.
It's Jaden Jackson now. The first strikeout victim for Haythorn today. Came in the first inning. A 2 RBI single in the third. Was caught stealing to end that inning. Haythorn's first offering. Fastball away, ball 1. And like you said, Smith, Haythorn just going at these batters today, doing a great job with his fastball slider, mixes in the changeup when needed. But it's really just those main 2 pitches he's going off of. He looks over at second and deals towards the plate. Jackson takes a slider in the dirt for ball 2.
Now, Jackson's another guy who is highly coveted out of high school. Just graduated. He's the number 5 outfield prospect in California, the number 26th overall player in the state.
The Bells do a great job of recruiting. So do the Sox. Both squads have a great pull. 2-0 pitch kicks away from Owoduni. Both runners try to advance. Owoduni throws down to second. The throw is cut off by Hampton. And runners settle into second and third with 2 outs and a 3-0 count on Jaden Jackson.
And specifically, the Bells pull a lot from California. They recruit a lot of guys from the West Coast, basically, but in California specifically, there's a number of them here in the starting lineup.
3 balls, no strikes. Haythorn kicks and deals the pitch. Fastball center cut, strike 1. Something you notice, you don't see a lot of East Coast guys. Maybe some Midwest mixed in there. But like you said, more West Coast. The 3-1. Slider curves inside, and bases are loaded after a walk awarded by Haythorn, his third today.
Yeah, 7 of the 9 starting men for the Bells today are from California. You got 1 Washingtonian in there, and then one man from Kansas. So that's the odd man out there. But the WCL also has a pretty good international draw as well. There's a guy over in the Walla Walla Sweets who's from South Africa, who is an AppleSox alum. And then, of course, Chihiro Sato and Shion Habuto on the Sox, both from Japan. So you get a lot of pull from all over the world, but again, primarily the West Coast, as is in the name West Coast League.
A short mound visit there as pitching coach Quincy Vassar having a conversation with Haythorn. And a bit of a jam here. Bases are loaded, 2 outs, bringing up Matt Churchill, the man who bats .307. 2 strikeouts for him today. He ended the first and started out the fourth with that. His first strikeout was backwards K. The second was one swinging. Haythorn rears back and fires. First pitch, fastball, flared foul, moving the count to 0-1.
How great would it be if he left the bases loaded right here? You got 2 outs. If you can attack Churchill and sit him down for possibly the 3rd straight punch-out.
He fires this pitch, lined into right center. Lopez on the run. He can't glove it. He kicks over his glove. 1 run's going to score. Another will. Rounding third, headed for home. Jaden Jackson going to score, and a 3 RBI triple for Matt Churchill. extends the Bellingham deficit now to only 2 as the Sox lead 8-3. The deficit is now 3.
That's just unfortunate for Lopez, who was crashing on that ball, and the wind must have just frisbeed it up basically over his head. Gets behind him all the way to the wall, and that's just unfortuitous.
And now it's Nate Johnson, Haythorne's first offering. Slider in the dirt, ball 1. Johnson 0 for 2 today with a pair of ground outs towards Landon White. The 1-0. Fastball high, ball 2. Just hate to see that triple there, and Haythorne had the Bells in their place, and that triple really gives some momentum for the Bells. 2-0 pitch, ripped hard to the right field line. Lopez ranges, back on the run, makes the grab. For the third and final out of the 5th, but the Bellingham Bells do some damage. A 3 RBI triple by Matt Churchill clears the bases and takes the score to 8-5, Sox leading as we head to their bats here in the 5th on the AppleSox Radio Network.
Your official radio station for the Wenatchee AppleSox is Sunny FM. KCSY Twist, the greatest hits of all time.
Wenatchee businesses, step up to the plate. Firefly is your hometown MVP for managed IT and cybersecurity, protecting your time and tech since 1992. For a limited time, Firefly is offering a free vulnerability scan to help pinpoint the gaps in your security and bring clarity to your risks before they turn into errors on the scoreboard. Call 509-663-TECH today to secure your scan and stop the bad guys from stealing home.
Hey, get the goat off the AC vent. This time of year, we are right there with the goat, hanging out and trying to stay cool.
Folks can start quotes on our website, WenatcheeInsurance.com.
And you can schedule an in-person video or phone appointment. No one should have to sweat about insurance.
We are a locally owned independent agency, so we can walk people through a variety of options.
Make sure you're covered, maybe even save some money. So give us a call or text today, 509-295-9055.
And then get back to the AC with the goat.
At Banner Bank, cheering on the AppleSox is just one more way they show their appreciation for the Wenatchee Valley. When it comes to your finances, it's all about how they can help you move forward with truly personal service, smart financial solutions, and being the local expert by your side when it matters most. In fact, Banner Bank has been named one of the 100 best banks in America by Forbes for 10 straight years and one of Newsweek's best regional banks again this year. Stop by your local Wenatchee branch or visit bannerbank.com. Banner Bank member FDIC.
Embark on your next RV adventure at 12 Tribes Lake Chelan Casino. Full hookups, lakeside views, and gaming just steps away. Reserve your perfect spot today at CalvoCasinos.com. 12 Tribes Calvo Casinos, far from the ordinary, close to the adventure. The Sox lead 8-5 here in the bottom half of the 5th. As Zach Doyle leads it out for the Sox. First pitch from Seber. He steps out of the box as he called time before, so it's a no pitch. And Doyle will wait the next offering.
There's just been pandemonium here in this game. A lot of crazy stuff happening. I mean, at one point, Santiago didn't run out a ball that was fair.
I mean, he thought it was foul. First pitch to Doyle. Waves through it for strike 1. The question is, did he think it, hit like in foul territory behind him and then skipped in? It's hard. 0-1. Doyle takes it in the dirt. The count moves to 1 ball and 1 strike. And that's why you always leg it out. No matter, how fair or foul it is, you always have to make an effort towards first. 1-1 pitch. Outside again, ball 2.
Just like how Charbonnet picked up that ball against the Rams, I believe on the 2-point conversion. They thought it was a dead ball and picks it up and ends up being a 2-point conversion.
2-1. Off the plate, ball 3.
And the Seahawks end up winning that game against the Rams, too. It was a great game. Great game.
3 balls, 1 strike on Zach Doyle, who's 0 for 2 today. Sebek kicks and deals. And Doyle flares it high towards left field. Jackson on the run, called off by Peschke over at short as he squeezes it for out number 1.
It's one of those kind of big league pop-ups that with the wind can really blow it around and really play some tricks on you. And Peschke's did a couple of those hit towards him, and he's handled them fairly well.
I mean, just like I said, just the wind today, always playing a factor here at Paul Thomas. Didn't see much of it in the Port Angeles series, but now it's becoming prevalent here in game one. James Castaноla. Sevic kicks in, deals. He flares it foul towards the backstop for strike one. Castaноla, a 2 RBI single and a run scored in the third, where the Sox picked up 7 in that inning. Sevic kicks in, deals the pitch. Slider fouled away for strike 2. Castaноla bats .304 with 25 hits, including his single today. No balls, 2 strikes your count. Sevic gets the sign, rears back and fires. A slider buried in the dirt, ball 1.
Yeah, Castaноla has just been captain consistent for the Sox. A 17-game on-base streak, 4-game hit streak, batting .333 his last 5 games.
He's really heated up lately. The 1-2 pitch. Strike 3 called on the outer half. A pitcher's pitch for Sevic. Picks up the second out here in the 5th.
That's Sevic's first strikeout tonight. His 5th of the season.
And came in for Kasanagatu, who tossed 2 2/3, gave up 7 runs, 4 earned, walked 4, and gave up 4 hits. Here's Akani Owuduni. The first pitch. Slider sweeps across the zone, but it's just a hair high, ball 1.
Yeah, Kasanagatu, you feel bad for him. His first start really in college baseball and just got smacked around.
The 1-0 pitch. Owuduni flares it foul towards the WVC basketball courts for strike 1.
You see, Kasanagatu wasn't terrible. He didn't look bad. It was just the Sox figured something out and just had his number.
Sevic's 1-1. Slider, outside, ball 2.
You know, 6 quality at-bats for the Sox in that third frame, and that's just how you put up 7 runs.
All their hits coming in that inning as well. Next offering, yanked down the third base line, but it's a hair foul, and the count moves to even at 2s. Owuduni enters this game batting .200, has really heated up in this homestand. In Victoria, his bat was a little cold. Sevic Pearson gets the sign from the stretch, fires. Owuduni deflects it and stays alive. A 93-mile-an-hour fastball, center cut. No, Owuduni, all he could do is get a piece of it. Sevic shakes off the first sign, likes this one, and fires. It's outside for ball 3. Count is full here on Owuduni, who's looking to extend the inning for the Sox after 2 quick outs by the righty. The payoff pitch. Strike 3 called. Back-to-back backwards Ks for the Sox, and they go down in order here in the 5th. AppleSox still lead, however, 8-1 as you head to the 6th on the AppleSox Radio Network.
What makes us so unique in the community is our pledge to generosity and excellence. At the heart of the Moeller family and our dedicated staff lies an unwavering dedication to the well-being of our community. We are proud of our role as a local family-owned funeral service provider. For us, it's not just about conducting funeral services, it's about extending a hand of compassion and support through life's most challenging moments. We stand ready to walk with you through these difficult times at your pace, caring for and supporting you each step of the way. Brookside Funeral Home, where compassion meets commitment.
When you need prescriptions filled, visit Wenatchee Clinic Pharmacy. Locally owned and in business since 1945, Wenatchee Clinic Pharmacy is your friendly Health Mart pharmacy ready to serve you. They've made it their goal to meet the special health care needs of families throughout North Central Washington. Stop in or use their convenient drive-thru to get all your questions answered and prescriptions filled. Wenatchee Clinic Pharmacy, 509-662-5801 and at 820 North Chelan.
Have you ever thought about how much you're on your feet? A comfortable pair of boots can make a real difference. If you've had a hard time finding a good pair of boots, visit Neil's Boots, Shoes and Repair, where you'll find a good selection of Danner boots, including Light 2s, Vicious, and Radical 453s. They also carry Smoke Jumper and Hawthorne white boots. Neil's Boots, Shoes and Repair, 811 South Wenatchee Avenue.
Contact Lipke Insurance for your home, auto, life, health, business, and farm insurance. Here before you need us. Peace of mind delivered online at Lipke.com. So The Sox right now with an 8-5 lead, but Bellingham knocking at the door here in the 6th. Jackson Dodd Smith Sly, happy to have you on this Friday afternoon as Bo Schinkel leads it off. Haythorne kicks and deals. The first pitch outside, ball 1.
Yeah, Schinkel's got the torpedo bats, as does Ryder Young on the AppleSox, so clearly a Bulldog favorite, the torpedo bat.
Haythorne reaches over his head and deals. The pitch is in the dirt, ball 2.
And Schinkel's a guy who's got baseball in his blood. His brother Brody plays ball at Creighton, and his other brother Blake plays at Kansas.
Haythorne, pause. From the stretch, kicks and deals. The pitch flared foul towards the parking lot, and the count is now 2-1.
How proud does their dad have to be? All 3 of your boys play at the Division I level at pretty prestigious baseball schools.
A hitter's count on Schinkel, and the 2-1 pitch. He takes it high, ball 3.
Also love the naming there. Brody, Blake, and Bo Schinkel.
3 balls, 1 strike. Haythorne's offering. Slider called for a strike.
You know, Creighton, great baseball program. Kansas, a good baseball program. And then Gonzaga, one of the best. I mean, the best team in the WCC last year.
The pitch. Slider inside, ball 4. And a leadoff walk issued by Mitch Haythorne. Tyler Peschke, 0 for 2 now. He has a strikeout in the 2nd and a pop out in the 4th. Sox up for a 2-ball here as, Haythorne got into some trouble there in the 5th. He comes set at the belt. Takes a pause and tosses. Fastball's high, ball 1, and O'Dooney thinks about firing over to first, but thinks again and holds it. Peschke bats .239 this summer. As he swings and lines it out to left center field. Doyle ranging towards his right, and he snags it! A Superman play by Zach Doyle to steal a hit away from Tyler Peschke. I have never seen anything like that.
Doyle was floating on air. Man, just willed himself to make that catch in the alleyway. What a play.
Bryce Johnson. The first pitch is good on the inner half for a strike. It was a snow cone catch, too, on top of that. Makes it any more impressive. This guy, at the plate, in the field, on the base paths, continues to impress. Haythorne's 0-1. He pulls the fastball towards the lefty's batter's box, and the count is 1-1.
Yeah, Bryce Johnson at the plate here for the Bells. Wearing no batting gloves. It's about just as raw as it gets. That's just pure baseball right there.
Yeah, old school.
Yeah.
1 ball, 1 strike. Haythorne's offering. Runner goes. Pitch is flared foul, and he'll have to trot on back over to first base.
You'll see Josh Naylor for the Mariners wearing no batting gloves occasionally. But Josh Naylor, a bit of an interesting guy, though.
And that is true. That is true. And with a black grip on his bat, it makes it look like that he has no grip at all, and he's just swinging the bare timber. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Haythorne set, kicks and deals. A slider, check swing, does not go. It's in the dirt and smothered by O'Dooney, bringing the count even at 2s. You got Bo Schinkel over at first as Haythorne looks for another strikeout here. The 2-2 pitch from the righty. Swing and a miss, chases the high fastball.
Man, 8 strikeouts for Haythorne tonight. That is just, it's impressive. Very, very impressive.
They'll bring Dylan Moss. Moss today, pretty good day. He's 1 for 1, 2 runs scored, a walk and a double. And that may be it for Mitch Haythorne, and yes, it will. Pitching coach Quincy Vassar going to take him out, and we'll meet the new face for the Sox here on the AppleSox Radio Network.
Hey, AppleSox fans, let's talk about community. Today's broadcast is proudly sponsored in part by the Salcedo Group of Companies, now celebrating 25 years of HVAC, electrical, and high-scale development excellence right here in the Valley. But Salcedo is more than business. They actively back over 70 regional schools, nonprofits, and teams. From global philanthropy to the home turf, Salcedo is proud to be locally grown and dedicated to our community. Thank you for investing in our valley. Salcedo Group of Companies.
NCW.news is your source for accurate and intensely local news across North Central Washington. Part of Ward Media, an independent company committed to local journalism, NCW.news provides stories from our network-respected community newspapers. Stay informed with news from the Lake Chelan Mirror, Leavenworth Echo, Cashmere Valley Record, Quad City Herald, and Wenatchee Business Journal. With over 100 years recording the region's history, NCW.news and Ward Media keep communities engaged on the issues that matter most. Visit NCW.news for local news you can trust.
Hit a home run with LocalTel Communications. For over 40 years, we've been Central Washington's trusted telecom provider, delivering fast internet and reliable phone service. Whether you're streaming the big game, video chatting with loved ones, or running your business smoothly, LocalTel has you covered. Join the LocalTel family today and enjoy the best connectivity in the region. Visit us at localtel.com to learn more.
Mitch Haythorne, days done 5 2/3, 4 hits and 4 walks surrendered while striking out 8 and giving up 5 runs, 4 of which were earned. And now, Smith, who's on the mound for the Sox?
It's the lefty Colin Frazier, who's committed to Seattle University for next year. He's making his 9th appearance of the summer, all in relief. And man, what a year it has been for him. A 1.80 ERA. Very, very efficient in 15 innings pitched in total. He's allowed only 10 hits. He's struck out 17 while only walking 7. So really, really above water on that strikeout to walk ratio. Very impressive. Pops out immediately. And of course, he'll be facing off against Dylan Moss to start his outing in relief.
Yeah, Moss, 2 runs scored today, a double and a walk on top of that. There's 2 outs and a man over at first here in the top of the 6th. Sox lead 8-5. The lefty fires over to first, trying to get a check on Shingle, keeping honest, but he steps over and is safe. Frazier peers in, gets the sign, glove near his cheek, and he'll fire over to first again.
And probably to your chagrin, Jackson, Frazier is apparently a diehard Red Sox fan.
Not a big fan. Not a big fan. More of an Aaron Judge kind of guy. Frazier's first offering is a fastball high. No Dooney thought about back picking. Something about, Shingle over there at first base. They don't like him.
What are your thoughts on the AL MVP race last year?
No, I want a cow. The 1-0. Flared, foul, and the count is 1-1. I am a Mariners fan first. And I could rank it Mariners at the 1, Yankees at the 2, and then Giants at the 3. Throwing the Giants there, There's a story to all of those. The 1-1 pitch. 2 seams off the plate, ball 2.
It's a bit out of left field there. The Giants.
My dad, fan of all those teams, inherited it. But of course, Mariners through and through. The 2-1 pitch from Frazier. And the dirt ball 3. Dooney having to work back there.
It's a situation for Frazier, I guess. Both his parents are from New Hampshire, and thus the Red Sox, the affinity for them.
Yeah. Frazier kicks and deals the 3-1 pitch. On the outer black, fills up the count.
Yeah, Frazier with the fastball, curve, slider, and change. Pretty traditional 4-pitch mix for him.
And you got Levi Grothman as well for the Sox, who only has a fastball and a slider. Works well for him. The payoff pitch from the lefty. They're going to check down. They got him. A check swing by Dylan Moss finishes off the inning. The Bells leave one man on after no hits, no errors, and no runs. Sox lead 8-5 as we head to the bottom half of the sixth on the AppleSox Radio Network.
Summer starts with membership at the Rack. Pack your calendar with camp, rack, swim, and tennis lessons, summer swim team, indoor and outdoor pickleball, tennis tournaments, play programs, and so much more. It is so easy and fun for the whole family to stay active and fit all summer long when you join the Rack. Summer classes and camps are filling fast, so don't delay. Call the Rack today. That's Wenatchee Racket and Athletic Club, or use the Rack app for program registration. See all the details at rack.org or call 662-3544. The Rack, where we play every day.
Link Transit is your free, clean, and safe ride to where you need to go. Whether you need to go to work, school, run errands, or taking a day trip to Leavenworth or Chelan, Link can take you there. Save gas and don't worry about parking. Plan your trip with Google Maps, Apple Maps, or the Transit app. Skip the fuss. Take the bus with Link Transit.
Come experience the Tap Room by Hellbent Brewing at Pybus Public Market, your family-friendly destination for exceptional craft beer, great food, and a welcoming atmosphere. With 20 rotating taps featuring Hellbent craft brews and local ciders, plus a full bar and local wine list, there's something for everyone. Their chef-driven seasonal menu showcases the freshest local ingredients with bold American and Pan-Asian flavors in every dish. Open daily, visit the Tap Room by Hellbent Brewing and embark on a flavor-filled journey right in the heart of the Wenatchee Valley.
At Banner Bank, we're excited to cheer on the Wenatchee AppleSox and home and away games. Banner Bank, member FDIC. We're huge fans of local sports in the community and proud to support AppleSox baseball. We hope to see you at the ballpark. Banner Bank, member FDIC. Jackson Smith Sly here at Paul Thomas Senior Stadium. The AppleSox leading 8-5 in Game 1 against the Bellingham Bells. Bryce Hampton leads it off here in the bottom half of the sixth. He's 1 for 1 today. A single and a run scored, and the third as well as a walk later in that inning. Seebeck kicks and deals the first offering. The bunt put down. Seebeck collects, fires the first and in time as Hampton initially didn't think he'd get the butt down.
And he was pulling back. You know, the pitch was upstairs, and he doesn't quite pull back in time. Basically kind of caught it on the barrel. Like, you know, like as Barry Bonds would say, just catch the ball with the bat. That's kind of what he did, and then just popped it right back to Seebeck, who threw it first for the first out.
A textbook play there, PFP. Here's Raphael Dunn on the top of the order. First pitch to lefty is inside, ball 1. Dunn, a run scored in the first, an RBI single in the fourth. Seebeck pauses and fires. Fastball at the knees, strike 1. Dunn leads the team in doubles. He's got 8 there. And also stolen bases, picked up his 16th today. The 1-1. Yanked over the glove of Churchill, but it bobbles out of it. He's able to recover and tag the bag for out number 2. What a play.
Holy cow. Churchill using all 6'5" of him to reach up and basically take a hit away.
Yeah.
Raphael Dunn.
I mean, he just reached up all the way up there like he's trying to get a rebound.
Your beer batter, right fielder.
And now it's Aiden Lopez, the beer batter today. Has not yet picked up a hit. Had a 3-run homer in yesterday's ball game. First pitch to him outside, ball 1.
I was talking to Aiden Lopez yesterday on the postgame interview from Eagle Pass, Texas, which is right on the border of Texas and Mexico. And I was asking about it, and apparently the Tex-Mex, the food is great.
I can't imagine. Sounds great. The 1-0 pitch. Lopez takes it below the knees, ball 2. And he had a run scored in the third today. Reach on an error by Jackson in left field. He dropped a fly ball. 2-0 pitch. Well outside, ball 3. Most recent at-bat, grounded out to second base. Of course, in search of a hit here. Keep the inning alive. 3-0 pitch. Does not get the automatic strike, and a 4-pitch walk to Aiden Lopez to keep the 6th rolling.
Two-out walk. That's a quab. That's quab number 9 for the AppleSox today. They got a majority, a bulk of their quabs in the third inning where they put up 7 runs. I mean, they just really punched the Bells in the mouth in that third frame.
Landon White now, the hit leader for the Sox with 35. First offering, fastball high, ball 1.
Yeah, Sox lead 8-5 here in the 6th inning. And kind of contrary to how the season's been going for them against the Bells. It's usually been one-run ball games.
Sebic kicks in, deals as White fouls it straight back. First strike 1. And usually it's closer games. I mean, granted, this is a close game, but a higher scoring game than usual. It's a 1-1 count here on Landon White. A run scored, a single, and an RBI all in the third. Here's the 1-1. Strike called.
I should note for the fans that Rafael Dunn's foul ball is still in the netting on that top wire. I predicted it would fall in the 4th, and now I'm made to look silly.
1 ball, 2 strikes, the pitch. Swing and a miss, chases it in the dirt. And that'll end the side. The Sox leave 1 man on after a walk by Aiden Lopez. There's no runs, no hits, and no errors. Sox still lead, however, 8-5 as we head to the 7th here on the AppleSox Radio Network.
AppleSox fans, if a foul ball leaves your car with a rock chip or broken windshield, take it to Discount Auto Glass. Locally owned, Discount Auto Glass specializes in rock chip repair, windshield replacement, mobile service, window tinting, and calibration service on all makes and models. Get your rock chip repaired at Discount Auto Glass, 888-0072 and at 901 Valley Mall Parkway in East Wenatchee, across from 7-Eleven.
Hi, this is Jeff Rounds, president of Lipke Insurance. We've been serving the residents of the Wenatchee Valley since 1917. Over the years, we've expanded into communities across the state of Washington and beyond. We are proud to offer insurance products from many of the top carriers to help protect our friends and neighbors. Whether it's home and auto or farm and business insurance, we have the markets and the people to get you the right coverage at competitive prices. We are here to provide help before you need it. Let's talk today.
Lipke Insurance. Call 888-902-1800. Online at lipke.com.
Hop into my Chevy. We're gonna take a ride. We're going down to Easy's Burgers where the food is dynamite. Easy's Burgers. Easy's Burgers. Oh yeah. Fast, friendly, and delicious. They really do it right. Serving up those burgers every day and every night. Big kids, little kids, mom and dad too. Easy's Burgers. Made fresh for you.
To the 7th inning we go. Sox lead 8-5. Jackson Dodd and flip play. Here's Smith Sly.
Thank you, Jackson. It's the 9-hole, 1-hole, and 2-hole due up for the Bells. KG Hattori, then Rashad Hayes, and Jaden Jackson. Like you said, the Sox on top, 8-5. The Sox have been held scoreless ever since that third inning where they struck for 7 runs. As Hattori climbs in from the left side. Incoming freshman going to Cal Poly next spring, facing off against the lefty Frazier. He peers from behind his glove, agrees on the sign, lines, and fires. Hattori squares to bunt, yanks it back. The pitch is low, and it clips a piece of Oweduni, who winces and goes for a walk.
Yeah, just courtesy there. Of course, you had early in this ball game, Moss getting hit in the lower half region of his body, and Oweduni as well getting a share of the battle.
Let's take a second. Let's thank Valley Tractor. At Valley Tractor Rentals, they promise to deliver best-in-class customer service before, during, and after the sale. And their people make sure that promise is kept. So 1-0 count quickly on Hattori with no one on and no outs. Blank canvas for him, leading off in the top of the 7th inning. And Frazier's pitch to him. Puts this right down the middle for a strike.
Hattori, 2 runs scored today out of the Bells' 5.
1-1 pitch to Hattori. The bender, he goes after it, hits it high in the air, shallow to right center field. It's Doyle who ranges all the way over, bullies Lopez out of the way, and makes the catch.
And Doyle, how about that last catch to steal a hit away from Peschke? A Superman-esque play.
And that one there, a little more routine.
Yeah.
A little less impressive. Don't think that one's going on the highlight reel.
No.
The Superman catch definitely is.
Oh, yeah.
That was one of the most impressive plays we've seen all summer. And we've seen some impressive ones.
Yeah.
And it flips over the lineup card for Hayes. As the left-hander, Frazier delivers, and the curve is spiked in the dirts. That's ball one.
And Hayes, a rough day today, 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts.
Haythorne struck out 8 in his outing. Frazier already has 1. And he delivers the 1-0 to Hayes. Paints it on the outside. That's a strike.
Smith, you talked about Hayes' bat earlier. It reminds me of the ice cream shorts.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Kind of
the
a
new
little bit.
trend going around in Little League.
A little bit. 1-1 count and 1 out. Pitch to Hayes. Swings and misses on the changeup at 81 miles an hour. It disappeared on him. And now Frazier 1 strike away from the punch-outs. And Jackson pulling up the shorts on his computer. Look kind of cool. I want to get a pair of those. 1-2 delivery to Hayes. Breaking ball misses well outside. That's going to even the count. Yeah, Little League travel ball getting out of hand a little bit.
Yeah.
Sliding mitts, ice cream shorts, colorful bats. It's insanity. A 2-2 pitch to Hayes. Just misses the bottom rung, and the home crowd here doesn't believe it.
That was a close take there, and Frazier, a nice pitch there. But 2 strikes, just not able to get the call there.
It fills the count, and now Frazier winds and fires the payoff. Chopped foul right to the AppleSox dugouts. A couple arms jut out to make the play, and it's Podstroleni who comes up with it.
And Frazier looking for another strikeout here. He's got 2 already.
Full count still on Hayes. Frazier for his 2nd strikeout tonight. And he skips this in the left-handed batter's box for ball 4, and Hayes will take the 90 feet up.
It's the 5th walk surrendered by the Sox today as Haythorne gave up 4 in his 5 2/3 innings pitch.
There's a quab in the book for Hayes. 7th quab of the night for the Bells. They've been getting quabs, just not quite enough to compete with the Sox. Sox still on top 8-5. As now it's Jaden Jackson and Frazier's first pitch to him. Curveball dances into the inside edge for strike 1. And Jackson 1 for 2 today. Strikeout to start the first inning. Now the 0-1 pitch to him. Chopper to first. Landon White he's got it. Throws to second. Hampton's there for the outs. Does not throw to first. No one was covering. That's the 2nd out of the inning, but Jackson will reach via the fielder's choice.
You get ready to back that up, Dunn on that ground ball right there. Of course, he initially kind of was frozen up as he thought he'd get it, and of course that's why he was late to the bag.
That brings up Matt Churchill with 2 outs here in the 7th. And he took a hit away from Dunn in the last inning. And Frazier's first pitch to him. And he floats the changeup on the outside corner for a strike at 68 miles an hour.
He had a bases clearing triple in the 5th inning. That was right after he had 2 straight strikeouts.
And the 0-1 pitch to him. Frazier. Long holds. Kicks and deals. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. That's strike 2.
Yeah, Frazier, good spot here in Churchill. No stranger to strikeouts as he's facing his 3rd today.
Frazier gets his signs. Comes set to retire the side. Line drive right back up the middle. It skips to Doyle's glove on 1 hop. And the train keeps moving for the Bells.
Yeah, just blooped it in there. Wasn't a hard hit line drive, but just enough to get over the head of Dunn and Hampton and settle into center.
And first hit of the inning here in the 7th, the 5th tonight for the Bells. And brings up Nate Johnson. Another tall guy. Johnson 6'5". Churchill also 6'5". Churchill at first base after that single back up the middle. 2 on and 2 outs here in the 7th. Frazier checks to second, checks again, and now pitches. And Johnson takes this slider low and away for a ball.
A nice slider there, started up the back hip of Johnson and swept across the lower half of the plate, but just a hair low.
1-0 count on him. Frazier sets, glove held at the face. Long hold and kicks and deals. And Johnson hits a soft ground ball to Dunn, who scoops it up, throws to first. There's the out, and that's it for the Bells here in the seventh. They get no runs off one hit, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. It's the AppleSox 8 and the Bells 5 as it's time to stretch here at Paul Thomas Senior Stadium into the bottom of the 7th. Don't go anywhere. AppleSox baseball on the AppleSox Radio Network.
Batter up for a big milestone. A proud sponsor of today's game, the Salcedo Group of Companies, is celebrating 25 years of trusted HVAC, electrical, and development work in our valley. Beyond their expertise, Salcedo is hitting it out of the park with philanthropy, generously supporting over 70 nonprofits, churches, and schools across Chelan, Douglas, and Grant counties. They're proud to be locally grown and committed to keeping our valley a great place to call home. Thank you, Salcedo Group of Companies.
NCW.News is your source for accurate and intensely local news across North Central Washington. Part of Ward Media, an independent company committed to local journalism, NCW.News provides stories from our network-respected community newspapers. Stay informed with news from the Lake Chelan Mirror, Leavenworth Echo, Cashmere Valley Record, Quad City Herald, and Wenatchee Business Journal. With over 100 years recording the region's history, NCW.News and Ward Media keep communities engaged on the issues that matter most. Visit NCW.News for local news you can trust.
Your teenage years are full of unknowns. Your bank shouldn't be one of them. With People's Bank Teen Access Checking, account holders can build healthy money habits while learning to manage their spending. There are no monthly service charges, no balance requirements, and if the parent or guardian has an existing People's Bank account, adding Teen Access takes less than 10 minutes. You know your teen, we know banking. Teen Access Checking from People's Bank. Easy for them, easier for you. Member FDIC.
Solidarity Credit Union presents the Wenatchee Valley Farmers Market every Saturday from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. in the west lot of Pybus Public Market. Santiago leads off for the Sox here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Sox up 8-5 as Sebek's first pitch to the left-hander ran way outside for ball 1.
And Santiago's last AB, a bit of a funky one. A ground ball that he thought was foul ended up being fair. He didn't run it out.
1-0 pitch to him. Misses just low and just outside. Good take for ball 2.
And that's why we keep on saying, Smith, is you gotta dog it out. You gotta run towards first no matter if it's fair or foul.
2-0 count. Sebek winds and fires. And he paints this one on the outside edge, much to Santiago's chagrin. And that's going to make the count 2 balls and 1 strike.
And the wind picking up here. Paul Thomas blown out to right. Benefits Santiago.
His 2-1 offering ran outside. 3 balls, 1 strike now on the kid from Portland. Yeah, it's 82 degrees here at the ballpark. Significantly cooler than it's been the last 3 days. As Sebek takes a deep breath and winds and delivers to Santiago, who shoots it on a line to left field, and Jackson came way in to make the catch right at the logo on his chest for the first out of the frame.
Jackson got some redemption there. You know, had an error, just dropped a fly ball. Pretty textbook there on the last one, but made up for it here.
That brings up Ryder Young with 1 away and still no one on here. Bottom of the 7th inning as Sebek winds and fires. And that fastball center cut, strike 1 at 91 miles an hour. And some good velocity from Sebek here in his outing in relief. And he delivers the 0-1 to Young. He goes to the breaking ball this time, but can't find the zone. That's going to even it up.
Yeah, Sebek doing a good job of handling the Sox after Kasanagatu's rough outing.
Even count on Young with 1 out, no one on. Pitch from Sebek. Swing and a miss and a pitch upstairs. 91 blown past Young. And the wind blowing to right field as always. Making it nice and cool here at the ballpark. 1-2 pitch to Young. A hard ground ball on a high skip to Peschke, who gloves it and throws across the diamond for the outs. And there are 2 away here in the 7th.
It hit the lip right near home plate, and it just shot that ball up. And that's what you get on a hybrid field like this, where it's, turf at home plate and on the foul lines, but then, of course, a traditional grass and dirt infield everywhere else.
So with 2 away and no one on, it's Zach Doyle, left-hand batter. And Sebek winds and delivers. Paints on the outside edge. That's strike 1. Doyle, one of 3 anteaters on the roster for the Sox this year. His 0-1 pitch. Waves and misses on a good breaking ball from Sebek. And now Doyle finds himself in a deep hole in this count.
And Doyle will have an uncharacteristic day today. 2 pop-outs, a strikeout.
The home plate umpire making a walk out to the mound to give Moss a second. That pitch caught a piece of him, took a chunk out of him. And now the courtesy fulfills. Home plate umpire gets settled back in behind the plate. Doyle taps the plate, waves the bat. Behind in this count, 0-2. Sebek wants a quick frame here to sit down the side in order. It's a shot off the hands to third. Johnson catches it on the line, and that's it for the Sox here in the 7th. They go down in order, 3 up, 3 down. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base, but they still lead. It's 8-5. Sox on top as we head to the 8th inning here at Paul Thomas Senior Stadium on the AppleSox Radio Network.
Dr. Scott Bibbins Family Dentistry. Friendly, professional staff where they take care of all of your dentistry needs. Fillings, cleanings, root canals, crowns and bridges, orthodontic appliance therapy, oral surgery, and dental implants. Complete dentistry for the whole family, where their experienced staff takes pride in offering comfortable care in a relaxed atmosphere and strive to exceed your expectations. Dr. Scott Bibbins Family Dentistry. Now at their new home at 445 Mission Street, across from Banner Bank in Wenatchee. The convenient parking off Mission and 5th Street.
Since 1977, Hagelin's Trophies has provided North Central Washington with the best in awards. Capture those special memories with a trophy, plaque, or award from Hagelin's Trophies. They also engrave name badges, desk and wall signs, and can customize your badges, signs, and awards with your logo on their laser engraving system. If you need promotional items, they can help there too. Hagelin's Trophies, 123 North Chelan and Wenatchee, and at Hagelin'sTrophies.com.
Discover what premier senior living is all about at Blossom Valley Assisted Living and Blossom Creek Memory Care in beautiful Wenatchee. Blossom Valley Assisted Living and Blossom Creek Memory Care communities provide seniors with a stress-free style of living that enhances the mind, body, and spirit. There's always so much going on, from shopping trips to gardening to fitness activities. Plus, you can enjoy peace of mind knowing that trained care staff are present 24/7. Schedule a private tour experience at Blossom Valley and Blossom Creek.
This day in baseball history is presented by NCW News, the NCW News Network, accurate and intensely local news from North Central Washington. Check NCW News for community stories every day. And Bo Schinkel leads off for the Bells here in the 8th inning, as Frazier will kick and deal. And the first pitch is a bit high and tight, but cuts the corner for a strike. And so on this day, back in 2016, 10 years ago, Michael Toglia goes 4 for 5, and the AppleSox defeat the Bellingham Bells 4-1 at Joe Martin Fields. So the next pitch is a check swing that catches a part of the barrel of Schinkel. He fouls it off for strike 2. And Toglia, the eventual 2016 WCL MVP, doubles in the 2nd, singles in the 3rd, singles in the 8th, and singles in the 9th for his 2nd and final 4-hit game of the 2016 season. As Frazier delivers the 0-2 pitch, line through the 4-hole, but Landon White jumps up and makes the catch. Holy cow! Landon White taking a hit away.
Man, what a play there, and, showing that, first basemen, they are big guys, but, man, they are just as athletic as anybody else.
So Toglia went on to be drafted by the Colorado Rockies in the first round of the 2019 MLB draft and made his major league debut on August 30th in 2022. So now with 1 out, brings up Tyler Peschke as Frazier looks in, lines, and now delivers. And that pitch is in the turf, kicks up some rubber. That's ball 1.
And Toglia, with the Rockies, batted a .201 career average, had 42 homers and 192 hits, now in the Reds organization.
1-0 pitch to Peschke. And that's way upstairs for ball 2.
Of course, one of the many AppleSox alums who made it to MLB. Our Mariner, Marco Gonzalez, also.
2-0 count on Peschke. Frazier will step back, wind, and fire. He misses again upstairs. 3 straight balls to Peschke. Yeah, Gonzalez, AppleSox alum and a alum of Gonzaga. So, Pacific Northwest kid who stayed in the Pacific Northwest to play pro ball. A 3-0 pitch to Peschke. In there for a strike, Colin Frazier battles back into the count.
And Peschke 0 for 3, strikeout, pop out, and a line out. As Frazier looks for another punch out.
For the 3-1 delivery on the inner edge, strike 2, and Peschke didn't agree with the call. He was about to take off for first and to put her in reverse. Full count on him. Frazier for his second punch out tonight. Misses low and away. The breaking ball fell off the table, and that's going to put Peschke on base with a walk. And Quincy Vassar making the walk out to the mound. He'll take the rock away from Frazier, and it'll be Noah Sorensen coming out of the pen for the AppleSox. We'll meet him and talk all about him when we come back. You listen to AppleSox Baseball. They lead 8-5 on the AppleSox Radio Network.
Hi, folks. Kelly Herschel from Valley Tractor and Rentals, your one-stop Kubota shop. Kubota and Valley Tractor is keeping it simple. You want the best-selling compact tractor? Buy a Kubota. You want the best-selling compact excavator? Buy a Kubota. You want the best-selling compact skid steer? Buy a Kubota. You want the best-selling diesel zero-turn mower? Buy a Kubota. You want the best? Buy a Kubota. Kubota and Valley Tractor since 1948, Baker Flats, East Wenatchee.
Get drawn for Raceway Riches at 12 Tribes Casinos, and your horse will be a guaranteed winner. One lucky guest will be drawn every hour from 5 to 10 p.m. to watch their horse barrel down our Clinco Hill to win up to $5,000 every Friday and Saturday in July and August. Then on August 29th, get drawn for the finale to share in a total of $55,000 at 12 Tribes Omac Casino Hotel, Lake Chelan Casino, and Cooley Dam Casino. 12 Tribes Casinos. Far from the ordinary. Close to the adventure. Gambling problem? Please play responsibly. Call 1-800-522-4700.
I have come to the conclusion that one useless man is called a disgrace, that 2 are called a law firm, and that 3 or more become a Congress. And by God, I have had this Congress.
250 years ago, the spark was lit, and a new America was forged in the flames. From the Numerica Performing Arts Center and Jamie Donegan Productions, Hot August Nights features Tony Award-winning musical 1776. July 31st through August 15th at the Numerica Pack. Tickets for 1776 now on sale at numericapack.org.
After 4 1/3 innings pitched for Frazier, he finally is done. He'll hand it off for Sorensen, the kid from the University of Washington. Facing off against Bryce Johnson here with 1 away and 1 runner on. And Sorensen kicks and deals, and the first pitch is high and tight. Buzzes Johnson's tower a bit for a ball.
Johnson, a strikeout victim twice today in the 3rd and the 6th inning.
Sorensen checks to first, now comes sets. The right-hander delivers. That's way upstairs for a ball. And Colin Frazier going 1 2/3 innings pitched. 1 strikeout for him, but 2 walks as well. Gave up 1 hit. And that runner there at first base that Sorensen inherits. As Sorensen peers over at Peschke at first. Now comes sets. He'll kick and deal. Center cut, strike 1. Yeah, Sorensen making his 8th cameo of the summer. A 4.35 ERA for him. 14 strikeouts, 8 walks. Great strikeout to walk ratio for him. 2-1 Johnson. Slapped high, slapped foul down the right field line. Twisting and out of the ballpark.
And Sorensen picked up a save, his only save of the season in Port Angeles. A great outing there. He struck out the side once in that ball game.
Now he's got 2 strikes on Johnson. No better way to start the outing than with a K. The offering. Wave and a miss on the breaking ball that disappears. Sorensen starts his day with a swinging K.
Beautiful pitch there. Slider just starts on the outer half and not even hittable for Johnson, but he goes fishing.
Now 2 away, and Dylan Moss coming up to bat with 1 runner on. That's Peschke at first, who drew the 1-out walk. right-handed batter versus the right-hander Sorensen. Kid from the University of Washington. Didn't play this past year. So he takes a deep breath and delivers. Fastball yanked high and away for a ball.
Yeah, Moss, one of the only extra base hits for the Bells today came in the third off a double.
1-0 count on Moss. With runner on and 2 outs. And the pitch is just high and just tight. That's ball 2. Yeah, Sorensen, 3 years at the Division I level. Not a single game played. Didn't play at Oregon State. Transferred to Washington. Didn't play in 2025. And didn't play this past spring either. He's got a 2-0 count on Moss. And the pitch to him. High and tight again. Grazing the knuckles. And it's 3 straight balls on Moss.
Yeah, Smith, you're calling a Husky here. You know, as a Cougar yourself.
We're going to talk about that. 3-0 count on Moss, and the pitch to him. Swing and a miss on a top shelf fastball. Sorensen muscles it past him, and the count moves to 3-1.
And the fastball at 88, a dip below Haythorne today, who was averaging around 92.
3-1 count on Moss. Sorensen looking to end the frame quickly, and the pitch. High and tight, ball 4, and that puts Moss at first base.
Yeah, struggling with his release there. Needs to fully finish all the way down in his motion. But, of course, with the Paul Thomas mound, you got to get used to it.
Yeah, the Huskies playing in the Big Ten for baseball. Not sure how the Huskies finished this year, but the Cougars, on the other hand, won the Mountain West, went to regionals, beat OSU in Game 1 of the regionals, and then, of course, lost against Oregon and OSU again to knock them out. And then you look at the Washington Huskies this year in the Big Ten, 12-18, their conference record. So, not a great season for the Huskies since moving to the Big Ten. Probably should have stayed in the Pac-12. That would have been ideal, but got a little too big for their britches and decided to move on to the Big Ten, and they're suffering pretty poorly. As Sorensen now facing off against Hattori, batting in the 9-hole with 2 runners on and 2 away. And Sorensen's pitch to him. Jackknifes him away, and it hits on his back foot. And that loads the bases with 2 outs. Man, Sorensen getting into a jam.
And the second time the bases have been loaded here for the Bells. And last time that happened, it was a bases clearing triple by Matt Churchill to deliver 3 runs of the 5 for the Bells.
And now the top of the order, Rashad Hayes coming to bat for the Bells. They're down by 3 runs. It's 8-5. Sox leading here in the 8th inning, late in this game. This game seeming to kind of move by pretty quickly. It's a right-handed batter versus the right-handed Sorensen. And he winds and fires. And that pitch upstairs in the attic for a ball. And that's elicits a visit from Quincy Vassar. And this mound visit brought to you by the WCL Scoreboard Report. It's time for the WCL Scoreboard Report presented by Exala Wellness. Visit exalawellness.com today and discover holistic, non-invasive care tailored just for you. Jackson, what is going on in the West Coast League?
Yeah, Springfield a 6-1 victory over Marion today, and kind of bad news for the Sox in terms of playoff bracket-wise. Edmonton won today over the Kelowna Falcons 5-1. The Nanaimo leads 4-2 over the Lefties close game there. Yakima leads 8-4 over the Corvallis Knights. Kamloops on top 9-3 over Victoria. Bent tied 7-7 with the Ridgefield Raptors. And lastly, Portland Pickles lead 3-1 over the Walla Wall Sweets.
And Quincy Vassar trying to lower the blood pressure for Sorensen, who's got his back against the wall. He's against the ropes. Bases loaded and 2 outs. His 1-0 pitch to Hayes. Clips the top rung for the first strike of the at-bats.
If you're going to face anybody, it's Hayes, who, you know, a pair of strikeouts today at ground. Now, did get a walk and broke up the streak in the 7th, but a bit of a lackluster day for him.
The 1-1 pitch to Hayes. He goes after it, hits it high, straight back, and foul.
Now looking for a punch-out. Seems like that mound visit really helped Sorensen here.
2 strikes on Hayes. Sorensen can leave the bases loaded here with his 2nd strikeout of the outing. From the windup, gets his signs. Here's the 1-2. And it just just eludes the outside edge. The breaking ball floats too far outside, and the home crowd none too pleased.
It's a big league take by Hayes there, seeing the slider, recognizing it early, and letting it coast across and out of the zone.
Sorensen wants to leave the bases loaded. Can he do it? And this is just fouled back. Hayes fends it off and gets the second life. Hayes trying to stay alive, trying to come up big for the Bells. They're down by 3 runs, 8-5. Sox leading here in the 8th inning. Game 1 of this series. Sorensen, the pitch. Painted on the outside edge, got him looking. Sorensen leaves the bases loaded. No runs off, no hits, no errors, 3 men stranded, and the Sox hold on to that 8-5 lead. We're into the bottom of the 8th. Don't go anywhere. It's Sox Baseball on the AppleSox Radio Network.
Mission Ridge, proud sponsor of AppleSox Baseball, says, let's go, Sox. Hope you're enjoying the game. Head up to the Chair 5 Pub at Mission Ridge. Open Fridays through Sundays all summer long. It's your spot for great food, local drinks, and unbeatable mountain views high above the valley. Whether you're wrapping up a day on the trails, looking to cool off from the summer heat, or just want a relaxed place to hang out with friends and family, the Chair 5 Pub delivers. Keep the good times rolling after the final inning. Visit missionridge.com to learn more.
Wenatchee businesses, step up to the plate. Firefly is your hometown MVP for managed IT and cybersecurity, protecting your time and tech since 1992. For a limited time, Firefly is offering a free vulnerability scan to help pinpoint the gaps in your security and bring clarity to your risks before they turn into errors on the scoreboard. Call 509-663-TECH today to secure your scan and stop the bad guys from stealing home.
Hey, get the goat off the AC vent. This time of year, we are right there with the goat, hanging out and trying to stay cool.
Folks can start quotes on our website, WenatcheeInsurance.com.
And you can schedule an in-person video or phone appointment. No one should have to sweat about insurance.
We are a locally owned independent agency, so we can walk people through a variety of options.
Make sure you're covered, maybe even save some money. So give us a call or text today, 509-295-9055.
And then get back to the AC with the goat.
With his back against the wall, the bases loaded, Sorensen caught Hayes looking to retire the side, leave the bases loaded, and keep the score 8-5. Sox leading now into the bottom of the 8th inning. And flashing back to the start of the 5th inning, the Sox had their ketchup and mustard race, and to defy all odds to break up the streak, it was ketchup.
Finally, you know, my ketchup, my day one, the one I've rooted for every single day, after Mustard somehow rigged it, finally came out on top.
James Casanova leads off for the Sox here in the 8th. And a new face on the mound for the Bells. And the first pitch to Casanova is spiked in the dirt for a ball.
The amount of balls in the dirt today have been insane. I mean, you've had O'Dooney and Moss really just putting their bodies on the line. You know, they're going to wake up tomorrow sore all over.
And it's Ben McKinnon on the mound for the Bells. The right-hander takes over for Sevick, who had a bit of an extended outing in relief. Took over in that 3rd inning when things were getting away from the Bells. Able to hold the Sox scoreless through those about 3 innings of relief that he had. And now it's McKinnon in the 8th inning. And his next pitch to Castanola, threw at his head, zips past the helmet to the backstop. That's ball 2.
Man, I mean, kind of live flash before your eyes. They're going to duck out of the way. Can't have that happen. And you had kind of with Santiago, who got hit earlier this summer in the head, had a concussion, and was out for a week.
McKinnon steps back and delivers the 2-0 to Castanola, and he spikes it in the dirt for the 3rd straight ball of the at-bats.
And Castanola, great eye, this guy. He puts on some good ABs.
McKinnon, the 3-0. And he gets that one into the zone and keeps the count alive. 3 balls, 1 strike. And the Sox leading 8-5 here late in this game. There's a 3-1 on the way to Castanola. Grazes his knuckles for ball 4. A leadoff walk for the Sox.
Sox will take that now. A base runner as they have a comfortable lead so far here, Smith, but it's not enough, especially against the Bellingham squad.
And Castanola, with his single back in the third, extended his on-base streak to 18 games. He has just been red hot for the Sox all summer and as of late. As it's Connie Owaduni now with runner on and no outs here in the 8th. And the pitch from McKinnon. Goes to the fastball and can't get it on the outside corner. A great take from Owaduni for ball 1. And the sun going down here in Wenatchee. Still plenty of light, though, at the ballpark. As McKinnon's next offering. Owaduni, a bit of a half swing. That's going to be strike 1 at the top of the zone.
Yeah, chased the upper half fastball. Their eyes got big. Get fastball happy.
1-1 counts on Owaduni with a runner on. No outs here late in the game. McKinnon's pitch. Owaduni takes this down the middle for strike 2.
He has 2 strikeouts today, 1 swinging and 1 looking. And that backwards K came in the 5th.
And McKinnon flirting with the mid-90s at the moment. A lot of heat on the fastball. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss. He goes to the breaking ball that time. Fooled Owaduni. And there's one away here in the 8th.
Yeah, just an unfruitful AB for Owaduni there in a rough day. 3 Ks now.
Brings up Bryce Hampton with an out and a runner on. Sox still leading 8-5. Like I said, the sun going down, but still plenty of light. The sky, a light shade of blue. And the lights turned on here at Paul Thomas Senior Stadium as McKinnon comes set from the stretch. His pitch to Hampton. Just eludes the outside corner for ball 1.
Hampton today, a run scored in the 3rd off a single and also a walk in the 3rd as the AppleSox batted through their whole lineup.
Starting to get himself back on the horse. A rough start to his summer with the Sox. And his 1-0 pitch. He takes this one upstairs, just misses the top rung. That's going to be ball 2. And the Sox looking to extend that 8-5 lead. They were up 8-2 at one point, and then 3 runs for the Bells a little bit ago to chip into that lead. And the next pitch to Hampton, ran inside past his belt buckle. That's ball 3.
Take a look at Moss Smith. You can see his pitch com, a giant power pack right behind him.
Power pack, good Ghostbusters reference there.
Thank you.
3-0 count on Hampton. The pitch from McKinnon. And that drops in for a strike. And 2 Ghostbuster movies, plus the one they made in 2016. What's your favorite Ghostbuster movie?
Oh, it's got to be the OG. The OG Ghostbusters.
It's a classic. It's a classic. I like the 2016 version, to be honest with you.
Yeah, that's good.
Despite popular belief. And a 3-1 pitch to Hampton. Missed outside, ball 4. Back-to-back walks. And the Sox have 2 runners on here in the 8th.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 16,
Raphael Dunn. No one better to have up to bat here with 2 on and only 1 away in the 8th. Sox leading by 3, and clutch base hit here could extend it. Of course, Dunn started this game with a hit by pitch. Came around to score the first run of the ball game. And had an RBI single in the 3rd. That was that big inning for the Sox to score 7 runs. And the pitch to him. He smokes this on the ground through the 4-hole, and that's going to score Castanola. The throw to the plate is high, ahead for a slide, and Castanola evades the tag. 9-5. Raphael Dunn extends the lead.
Darlington not too pleased there as he totally ignored the stop sign that he gave him, blew through it. Granted, it came up to work, but it was really close as the throw was in time, but Moss was just unable to get the tag down.
The second RBI tonight for Raphael Dunn. A multi-hit game for him. And a multi-RBI night for him as well. Now it's Noah Fields batting in lieu of Aiden Lopez. And a similar sight, 1 out, 2 runners on. This time it's Hampton at second, Dunn at first. And McKinnon's pitch to Fields. Off the end of the bat, cues it to second. It's scooped up by Hattori, who throws to second, and the throw gets away from Pesky into left field. Dunn's on his way to third. He's going to slide in feet first. Hampton takes advantage, rounds third. He scores, and the Sox have put up double digits here tonight.
Bellingham just letting the moment get to them after that run by Castanola. Though he ignored the stop sign, actually put more pressure on the Bells, and that ground ball right there. You had Hattori rush the throw to second when he honestly should have gone to first. Forced it, and the throw wide brings home another run.
And error on Hattori. Now it's Landon White with runners on the corners, and still only one out. They don't get the out there to seconds. And now Landon White has an opportunity to extend the lead for the Sox. They are up 10-5 here in the 8th inning. They've struck for 2. And McKinnon's first pitch to the righty. And he goes to the breaking ball and can't get it in the zone. That's ball 1. And this game has just been pandemonium left and right. Errors, miscues, bizarre plays. None more evident than that right there. That play to score the 10th run. The 1-0 pitch to White. He flinches the hands on a fastball that misses just downstairs. And Landon White's leading the team for hits with 36 so far this year. Can he get 37? Pitch from McKinnon. Now he hits this high, straight back, drifting, foul, and well out of play.
White, a veteran hitter for the AppleSox, does a great job of just being a pest, spoiling pitches and finding the right one.
And he extended his on-base streak to 4 games tonight. Now the question is, can he come up clutch? As McKinnon will pick off to first. Noah Fields just falls back onto first base. The runners on the corners here for the Sox. You got Fields at first, who bats in place of Lopez, and then Dunn at third. Landon White at the plates. 1-1 count on him with 1 out. Pitch from McKinnon. Goes after a top shelf offering, skies it in the infield to the right side. Hattori and Churchill converge, and Churchill calls off Hattori for the catch, and there's 2 away here in the 8th.
White, frustrated after that one, just slammed his bat after he just knew there'd be an automatic out.
The left fielder, number 6.
That's another Bulldog, Kainoa Santiago. Another Bulldog, another All-Star as well. Landon White, an All-Star. Santiago, an All-Star. Raphael Dunn at third, another All-Star as well. Sox sent 5 men to the All-Star game. An impressive season for the Sox this year. As McKinnon glances over at first, now comes Setz, holding the glove just above the belt buckle. And his pitch to Santiago, just low, just away. What a take from the young kid.
And the beauty is the Sox have most of those All-Stars. Clint Beck is left going back home. Joe Thornton, a brief hiatus, but will come back for the playoffs.
And pitching was what was really exceptional for the Sox in the All-Star game. Joe Thornton, a 3-up, 3-down inning. Clint Beck, not quite 3-up, 3-down, but 4-up, 3-down. Able to strand a runner. And then Santiago, White, and Dunn went hitless. And Santiago, in fact, struck out to end the All-Star game. The North Division going down with a whimper. Still runners on the corners, but 2 outs here in the 8th. Sox leading 10-5. And the offering to Santiago. And he crushes this on a line to right field. And Johnson comes and dives to take the hit away, get the out, and end the inning. That is unfortunate for Kainoa Santiago. He just can't quite come up clutch. But the Sox still able to do some damage here in the 8th inning. 2 runs off of hits, an error, and 2 men left out on the base paths. They extend their lead. It's the AppleSox 10 and the Bells 5 here in Game 1. We're heading to the 9th inning on the AppleSox Radio Network.
AppleSox fans, if a foul ball leaves your car with a rock chip or broken windshield, take it to Discount Auto Glass. Locally owned, Discount Auto Glass specializes in rock chip repair, windshield replacement, mobile service, window tinting, and calibration service on all makes and models. Get your rock chip repaired at Discount Auto Glass, 0072 and at 901 Valley Mall Parkway in East Wenatchee, across from 7-Eleven.
Hey, it's Stacy with the Floor Factory is Flooring America. Whether you're looking for a small project or a large one, from special order options to our large selection of in-stock, we can help you. From the latest color and style trends or to more of a classic style, we can help you. Carpet, hardwood, luxury vinyl, laminate, and even sheet vinyl. Come check out our newly updated showroom and our last chance bargain basement. They're great for do-it-yourself, or we have professional installation available too at 13 South Wenatchee Avenue. It's where friends send friends to the Floor Factory.
Looking for a quality used Euro car? Visit Wenatchee Euro Import Auto Sales in East Wenatchee by the airport. Locally owned with vehicles fully inspected, serviced, and reconditioned by Eric's European and Asian Auto Repair. Don't buy a mystery car from another sales lot when you can buy with confidence from the team at Wenatchee Euro Import Auto Sales, next to Eric's Euro and Wenatchee Rental Cars. Check out their inventory at WenatcheeEuro.com or call 509-888-7697.
Jaden Jackson leads off for the Bells in the top of the ninth. The first pitch from Sorensen is high and away for a ball. On the play-by-play for the ninth, it's Jackson Dodd.
Thank you, Smith. Appreciate you. The Sox with a 5-run lead right now. It's 10-5 your score here in the ninth. Jaden Jackson, one hit today, and the second pitch to him was a strike just on the outer half, moving the count to 1-1. Jackson, a 2 RBI single in the third, brought home the first runs for the Bells in this ball game. Sorensen's next offering, check swing, he goes around for strike 2.
Yeah, Jackson didn't like that call. Did not think that he went around. The home plate umpire made it himself. And sometimes that'll elicit some ire from the batters.
1-2 strike. Sorensen looking for a strikeout here to start off the ninth. The pitch, strike 3 call. A backwards K for Noah Sorensen to kick off the ninth inning. Matt Churchill now a hot bat today. Probably the player of the game for Bellingham. He did go 2 for 4 with 2 strikeouts, but made up for it with a bases clearing triple in the 5th and a single in the 7th. Sorensen from the windup fires the first offering. Breaking ball high, lost control of that one there. And the count's 1-0.
And Churchill is just huge from the right side. 6'5", 220 pounds. If he gets a hold of a ball, he can crush it.
The 1-0. Fastball. Off the plate, ball 2.
He's got 3 home runs this year, which doesn't lead the team, but still decent amount for him. Good amount of pop in the barrel.
He had 20 RBIs on top of that. Shows that he's clutch. They need some of that clutch factor right now. Next offering, fastball, center cut for strike 1.
Yeah, and he had the 3-run triple in the 5th to put the Bells within striking distance. And then, of course, that inning just, an inning to go, able to keep them at arm's length.
2-1 pitch. Fought off the hands in the infield. Casanova ranging in, sliding, grabs it. A basket catch shows the infield and the umpire. And Casanova with some flair to earn out number 2.
And does he have style or what? It's always fun to watch Casanova over at third. Some of the plays he makes are just cool to watch. Like that one right there. And he's at the stash as well. I mean, just so much aura at third base.
And the Port Angeles series, a diving grab down the third base line. It was, a Manny Machado-esque play there. Here's Nate Johnson. First pitch. Fastball outside, ball 1. This is the only man standing in the way between the AppleSox and a Game 1 victory over their North Division rival, the Bellingham Bells. 2 outs and a 1-0 count. Johnson 0 for 4 today. Next pitch, fastball. Dot on the inner half for strike 1. One ball, 1 strike. Sorensen looking to sit the side down in order in the ninth. The 1-1 runs inside, backs him off the plate for ball 2.
And Johnson, similarly, a guy who's really tall, 6'5", same as Churchill. So 2 real giants back-to-back in the lineup for the Bells.
The 2-1. Flared towards left field. Hampton moving back, hauls it in. The Sox take game 1. Your final score 10-5. Noah Sorensen with a 3-up, 3-down inning to manhandle their North Division rivals.
That's what you want out of Sorensen out of the pen. He comes in, slams the door, on the Bells. And at times, it was a little tricky. Came in and got the bases loaded, right? The bases loaded back against the wall. He's able to slam the door there, leave them loaded, and then 3 up, 3 down here in the 9th. The Bells go down with a whimper, and the Sox, whenever they've been tested this year, when the people have asked, hey, are you as good as you seem? Is the record really indicative of the kind of team you are? Every single time they've been put to the test, the Sox have answered and said, yes, we are. We are the best team in the North. We are the best team in the WCL, and they do it right here by taking down their North Division rivals in Game 1.
Their medal was tested, but they come out on top. We'll talk all about it post-game here. Jackson Dodd, Smith Sly on the AppleSox Radio Network.
At Banner Bank, cheering on the AppleSox is just one more way they show their appreciation for the Wenatchee Valley. When it comes to your finances, it's all about how they can help you move forward with truly personal service, smart financial solutions, and being the local expert by your side when it matters most. In fact, Banner Bank has been named one of the 100 best banks in America by Forbes for 10 straight years and one of Newsweek's best regional banks again this year. Stop by your local Wenatchee branch or visit bannerbank.com. Banner Bank, member FDIC.
Let's give a big hand to a proud of serving our valley. Salcedo does it all, from top-tier HVAC and electrical expertise to major local development. Today, they're proving their philanthropic heart by supporting over 70 local organizations across Chelan, Douglas, and Grant counties, including our very own Wenatchee AppleSox. Locally grown and deeply committed, Salcedo continues to invest in everything that makes our valley home. Thank you, Salcedo Group of Companies.